Happening YouTube? What's happening, baby? We starting. We getting it going. All right, we got 1 minute.
Oh, jeez. Now we will want to act up, huh?
Of course.
Just before we get started.
Of course.
Hey, y'all. As you know, every week, this is Blueprint Radio. I'm trying to get the visuals ready for y'all. Let me see.
Oh, y'all suck.
See me? Let me see. I see
Come
you.
on.
Okay, you can see me a little
There
bit.
we go. We live now. All right. I'm
You ready
live.
for me to start?
What time is it? We got
It's
20 seconds.
Don't worry about it. I'm about to just put us in. You ready?
Wait a minute. Nope.
Nope. Not ready?
Ready when you
Well,
are.
you better get ready. All right, here we go. Stop auto DJ.
Mm-hmm. Lightning bolt. Send update.
Uh-huh.
And then connect.
Reconnecting, reconnecting, reconnecting.
Oh, now it.
It's still saying reconnecting.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, you got to see what this is doing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this thing's tripping.
Wonderful.
Technical difficulties, people.
Oh, I know what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing. This joint is tripping. This joint is tripping.
Try again.
Oh shit, we gotta call me. Because this joint is tripping.
Uh-oh. Look, now my phone tripping.
Yeah. I think the signal.
We got the ghost,
The signal is messed up.
We
The
don't
Wi-Fi.
want y'all broadcasting going on today. Hey, Donnell.
Sorry, y'all. We having a few technical difficulties. I'll be there in a second. We're having a few
We
technical
had some technical
difficulties.
difficulties tonight, just as well. Let me see. First, we plug in, see if that fixed one problem. Okay, fixed one problem. So, let's get us broadcast on the wide web. Hey, Slit, how are you, honey?
We got an issue. Oh, log in. That's what happened. We weren't broadcasting. Stop auto DJ.
I pushed that and it logged out.
That's fine. And now we go here. This sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's okay.
Oh, Jesus.
It's okay.
There we go.
Yeah, we can figure stuff out every now and again. Every now and again, but we
We
about to
live.
Here we go. Y'all already know what it is. When that beat change, it's about to get insane. We came in a little late, but y'all still here. And we still about to get lit. I'm your boy, The Vision. And of course, I'm here with the lovely Just Star.
Hey.
And we are presenting you We Da Shit.
Where's
I
my
said it. You should be old enough to hear it. And if you're not, log off and go get your parents. Thank you for coming back for another episode of your favorite radio program on the internet today. Yes, I tried to hide the bell, but Star found it. It's ridiculous.
Got to have the bell, got to have the bell.
Now, of course, we know you're on our Facebook Lives because I see you out there. Shout out to Terry Graham. Shout out to Uncle Steve, Bernard, Kelly. But you know you can get us on NLGradio.com. You can also view us on YouTube, Blueprint Radio. And we're going to be on Instagram, Blueprint_radio, and Twitter, Blueprint Radio. So we're going to be all over the place. And we got a hell of a show for you today. Now, before we get started, we got a few call-ins and sick and shut-in
Oh man, you sound like you at church.
announcements. I know, yes. I used bus fare to get to the county
I need
fair.
tambourine.
I had a corn dog
Something.
there. It was medium rare. Now I'm on Medicaid. It's the same. But
He was a poet and he didn't even know it. Next caller.
I saw that on a fortune cookie one time, but it's okay. But unfortunately, Lee Ice is at home on the mend. So we want you all out there in Radio Land to wish that brother speedy recovery.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Exclusive Coop is on a mission. You know he be in them streets because it's
Covert.
always
He's a ninja.
a whole lot. Hey, it's a whole lot of gang shit with that man Coop. But we will be having Tasty from Tasty Treats coming in very shortly. And if we can get her, because she be busy, that girl
Hey,
broadcast.
listen,
like
don't
a nigga.
sleep on her treats. Okay, we ain't gonna go into all of that, but let's just say
That's going to be on a future
it has
show.
a potency of 1,000.
A future show is what I heard.
Man,
But it will
listen.
happen. Waving to all the people out there in my Facebook. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
We promise you will have another lit show because that's what we do and that's what you're used to.
Oh, wait a minute, and have you heard the news?
What's the news?
Have you heard the news?
What's the
We
news?
can't give them the news, but
No.
I heard that there's something really, really amazing
True,
coming up.
true. There's something that's going to be
Hey,
popping.
listen, we got an announcement for y'all next week.
Yeah.
Look, y'all heard that pop because this is juicy, okay? Next week, when we go live, you want to be here because this is something that you absolutely don't want to miss.
Oh, cool.
Okay, and right now, we're going to get into this song. It looks like our other guests, our co-hosts have arrived. Hey, here she is. We just spoke her up. This is Miss Tasty, right across from me, beautiful. This is Miss Tasty Treats in the good sundress
Right.
with the girls on standby.
You know what I'm saying?
That dress and them boobs just screams got milk.
You should tune in. You can get a full view of
Hey, Miss
YouTube.
Lady, say how you doing. Look, she be trying to be quiet, so we gonna do this again. Say hello to our listeners out there, baby.
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
The boobs almost took her out that chair though.
Oh Lord. So we're gonna let Tasty get herself together and pull out whatever she's pulling out.
Yes.
We are.
And while you getting it together, why don't you tell us how your day was earlier?
I'm
Good,
not
see
letting
that?
her get it together if you ask her to talk.
I'm helping her. It's called depression.
I actually have something I want to talk about.
Look, you see that? Tell them, baby.
Let me hear it. The
Thank
woo side.
you. She
They,
said
they're
decompression.
claiming they want a woo side, y'all. I don't
Man, I have a
understand.
tea condition today, so.
That must,
It looks good, baby.
that must,
Shout out to all the natural queens. You see that right there?
that must be part of Obamacare. I don't know
She
what
said,
they're
and
talking
she got all her edges, so don't hate.
Shout out to all the women out there with edges. You know,
Look,
it
I
don't
made my
matter.
baby
If
hairs
you
today.
look, if you got them, if you drew them on like Weezy Jefferson, I don't care. They're yours.
See, they draw on the edges though.
That is true.
That shit
And
whatever.
if you put it on, it's your pen that you put on it.
That you
all
pay your
I'm saying.
That's your
$1.99
page
for.
of mine.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I have been
You
saying.
need a drink, honey.
If it's
Oh,
your
yeah,
Sharpie,
today I might actually have
I
some.
heard that. Look, I guess since we don't have our intern, it's on me, so I'm gonna let Vision
you
talk
gotta
to
go
y'all.
get it. Shout out to Michelle. Well, I have a subject I want to talk about, and I don't
Which
care.
is what?
Well, we again, thank you for all the fan mail, all the emails, all the DMs, and
Text.
even the offers for weird things. We just appreciate the attention. Right, there's a lot of weird, it's a whole lot of gang shit. Yes, Michelle, it's a lot of gang shit. But somebody suggested a topic, well, they asked me the question, and I felt a certain way about it, and I wanted to hear what you ladies felt about it. So the question is, should prostitution be legal?
It already is.
It is?
Yes.
Where?
It's legal in Vegas, in Nevada, but it's only legal if you are a member of a brothel.
Right.
You know, like cat house, all that, but you mean in general, should it be? Yes, it should. It's the
feel that
oldest
way?
profession in the book, and a lot of these women really have no other skills or means to get those skills to support their kids. So if they want to sell those something, why not? I mean, it's true. The same. Think about it like this: in Vegas, that's a government job, as in file taxes on it, free health care attached to it, you know, all those implants and, you know, all that stuff that they get done, all of that is tax write-offs because it's a legal job there. So why not? The government will still make money off of it because you'll be taxing it.
Now, what about the message that was sent to the youth?
Think about PrEP because there's still a lot of
I thought
people
you
who
said
don't know what
crack.
it is. PrEP.
Okay.
Do you know what PrEP is?
Scrubbing?
No.
SOS
See what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who don't know what PrEP is. PrEP is a pill that you take daily and it prevents the transmission of HIV/AIDS.
Okay. Well, we got a late start, unfortunately, so we have to cut this subject a little
Yeah.
short. But we want to know what you think. So as always, comment. Give us your comments. We're going to
Yes.
shout you out on the air. We're going to let you know. But we're about to take a short music break. So we're going to give you one that we heard over the weekend. We thought it was hot, and we think you will too. And we'll be right back. But of course, you can see us during the breaks. Blueprint Radio presents We the Shit. Now, they told us our mics were off, but did they not tell us in the comments?
They're not. Look, they're really, really, really not. You put the coaster under the thing that's not gonna sweat.
That's crazy. See that girl today. She came up here, she was with the nephews and all types of stuff. Thank you for coming back again. We got your girl Tasty in the house.
Use
They
the
was
taste
up
for
to
her
it, look at her.
supply, 'cause look, she got snacks.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I'm going to try it, definitely. Uh-oh.
That's okay, bro.
Oh, but if you have one of those licorices, I'll take one of those. You got
I don't
one
have
of
any of
those.
those open.
Well, wait a minute. What's the candy one? What's
Oh
the
my
candy?
God.
No bad.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the
What is that one?
the same thing. But those are those are orders.
Shout out Big Jerry.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
Oh, he's like,
see
great.
up in this piece.
Order.
See Michelle out there. Look at Dwight Lynch.
I didn't know that was edible. I thought you
Happening.
had Cheetos.
You didn't see my face. You haven't seen my facial expression.
That almost got us in trouble last week looking at your facial
They get me in
expression.
trouble. Look at some
You did
I know how to pace myself.
Don't blame me.
I wasn't talking about that. She said you gotta look at my facial expressions. I said looking at your facial expressions almost got us in
I don't
trouble.
look at facial expressions. You know why? Because
Hey, let me play you.
they will disturb you. Yes, you can. We got you covered here. Plug-in status. Boom. We got the apple charger. It's superfluous, y'all. It's superfluous.
I thought Roy was gonna end up riding with
We
you.
got apple chargers. We're on YouTube. I might even open up my space. Look, I'm gonna go live right now.
And we look, when we take another break, we'll go to the bathroom and talk.
I agree with you,
We
Michelle.
recording, girl.
I'm with you. That's right, Michelle. Let them know. But you know they
I
still.
told Dwayne, I said she gave me a digital takeout. I tried to call her phone.
I don't know what they call it.
You?
Oh, you did right now.
Oh, she
You did,
she
girl.
gave out a blank.
Yes.
Send out,
I told you.
send out and give it out a blank.
I
Michelle,
didn't.
Oh,
Remember,
I
I
agree
handed
with
you
you.
my phone.
I put it in
No.
there.
They still out there doing that.
on.
So
It's
the
on.
devil's advocate would be if
She played me,
it
ladies
is
and
legal,
gentlemen.
then they can be
I
regulated.
would never.
Hopefully push people away from it.
No.
I don't know. I'm rocking future right now though.
What's your number?
Can you close your eyes? Future sounds like a monkey.
Let me see your phone.
We're recording from it.
Lift your phone.
It's all right, I'll make sure you get it.
Yeah.
Star always asking for
We got some
reggae,
stuff to
and
talk
I blame
about
she don't
anyway.
care.
And I can't talk about now because we're recording. We already told them we have an announcement next week. So when we get off the air, then me and you are gonna talk because I got some really juicy stuff to talk about.
Okay. We got
Yes.
Get ready to come back in, Instagram. Thank you for shout out. Moreno. What's up? What's up? Orale Loco. You know what I'm saying? So why you?
So if you don't hear from your boyfriend for 48 hours, what comes next?
what?
Not him. The ice get
I
better.
won't buy the wood.
Shout out to exclusive
No
Kumo.
show.
Yeah, it
Forfeit your right. Forfeit your position. Not unless.
What y'all think about that?
You want to there now.
That's Stephon Don and Future.
Stephon Don.
What if Future look like to y'all?
Future?
You said what does future look like to you?
I don't like
You
Future.
look like a CG roach.
Oh, I can't answer that question. You know why I can't answer that question?
What just started doing over there?
I didn't do anything.
I think it's your earrings. They're jingling, baby.
Go ahead, baby.
Go ahead, baby.
So
Whoa,
this is why.
put that down. Yeah, you gotta put it there.
So this is why I feel
We're coming back.
why he. They say future on my baby daddy is twins. Seriously.
Future activated stars ovaries.
Oh shit.
No bueno. To madre.
Well, you know what that means. We're on all the lives. Welcome back to We the Shit. I'm the Vision. I'm here with the lovely Just Star and of course Tasty. In for a minute with us, and this by the music lets you know that this is a portion of the show that you love. That's that bullshit. Now, for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, or for those who are uninitiated, this is the portion of the show where we present to you 3 stories that we feel are so outrageous, so outlandish, so ridiculous, that we have to vote on which one is the biggest bullshit. Now, of course, you guys come back in. Thank you, Derek Brown, for telling us there was feedback. Duh. Shout out to Michelle. She gave some great comments. Shout out to Coop. Now, we give you 3 stories, and you're going to vote on them and let us know which one you think is the biggest bullshit. So I'm going to get into it right now. Now, this first one was submitted by a friend of the show, T. Greasy, the boy Tay Grind. He submitted this one, so we're going to get into it right now. So there was a UFC fighter that was there was
This one?
I
Yeah.
gotta get it out. Okay, cool. Just you look like Billboard that for the prevention of cholesterol. Leave me alone.
Oh my goodness.
So a UFC fighter. But I'm not gonna say his name. I won't put him out there. Y'all can find it on Google. But my man was doing a DIY project around the house. So he was putting up. Yes, he was. I hope he was.
He wasn't.
I hope he was. I hope he was. But
He was butterball.
I don't want to think about that. I want to believe the story. The story states that he was doing some work around the house. And in the course of doing that work, and we've all done it if we're okay, males. Like if you're working somewhere, you'll put something between your legs and hold it there and try to adjust something or do something. So this is what he was doing. He was holding up wooden sheathings. I would take questions at the end of my presentation class. So he was putting up wooden sheathings, and he had a drill that he was using to drill them in place. So he put the drill in between his legs. Okay? So somehow the wood shifted, and in the course of the wood shifting, the drill went off, which I have a problem with how that happened, and it got caught up in the testicles.
Very,
the
very
sack.
big balls.
So it went. So he said he dropped the sheathing, grabbed the drill, reversed it, but by that point he had ripped his testicles.
His nuts.
But that's thank you, Tasty, thank you, Ding. So what makes it funny is that he tweeted this out and said, "Hey y'all, I'm out of the UFC fight because I ripped my nutsack out."
I would post a picture.
I won't post a picture of it, but just know that it happened. And he's going to be out for quite a while. I don't know what the healing time. Any doctors out there, let us know what the healing time on a torn nutsack is. And let us know if you feel that he was really doing DIY or was he doing DIY with that drill.
I feel like
Was that in his pee hole?
I believe it was. I do.
Because I'm telling you. What do y'all think at home? I'm not trying to be crass, but What's that drill in his pee hole, y'all? Instagram, Facebook,
I want to
YouTube.
know
Somebody
what was
tell
the
me.
thoughts of the doctor that the UFC sent to his house to prove his story. What was his thoughts?
Well, apparently it was the same doctor that treated Michael Jackson. So, hey, what do y'all think, man? That stuff is crazy. That is wild, though. I mean, me as a male, I once looked at a video that showed a sex change from a male to female, and that disturbed me, and I can vicariously feel it like occurring. So, wow, my man, I feel for you, bro. But you got to stay away from that. Just get a normal woman.
He's
Okay.
like, how do you ruin your career of 10 once?
I don't understand, like,
To do some stupid shit.
yeah.
Just a whole lot of cocaine.
Clearly.
There was bath salts involved, I believe.
Yeah, you was
The
too
investigation is ongoing. Exactly, Derek.
Investigation?
Shout
Say
out
it
there.
again. I heard that.
I didn't.
What's the investigation?
Eugene Singletary, shout out. No, I think I said investigations.
I think you did.
I just have large lips.
Tiebreaker, what did he say?
Tasty.
What did he say, baby?
Tasty.
Investigation.
Thank you.
Both of y'all can look the other way. So, on to the next story. Now, this story, actually, I'm gonna interject. I am not seeing it there, as you see. And there was another story that Just Star sent me, and it was funny but also disturbing on the back end. Apparently, Sony Music. Sony, what are you doing, Sony?
Wait a minute. Before you get into it, real quick, because I know everybody
Real quick,
saw
Just, real
yes,
quick.
everybody saw this video. Do y'all remember that video of Michael Jackson having a press conference and he was talking about his problems at Sony and he said, now I'm leaving Sony, owning half of Sony? I feel like this was their clapback.
Wow.
Go
Well,
ahead.
apparently Sony, some of those new Michael Jackson songs, and I'm doing the quotation fingers for all those people at home, chick, chick, those new songs that they found somewheres, apparently that was not Michael singing on those, y'all.
Yes.
First of all, they would not.
Now-
They would not do that to King of Pop.
They were not, they did it.
They did it.
They did it already.
They did it.
And apparently,
Go ahead.
go ahead, start telling us
Keen ear fan.
Keen eared.
Heard yes, keen. Why you bell me? That's a real
I
word.
felt like it.
Anyway, a keen ear fan heard the songs and said, wait a minute, that's not Michael.
That sounds like a blue waffle.
Yeah, so
You got a
this
blue waffle
fan-
or a keen eared fan?
So this fan contacted his estate and said, hey, have y'all heard the new Michael Jackson album? It's not Michael. So once the estate got involved and they both collectively sued him, this fan and the estate, Sony has now come out and said, well, hey, look, it wasn't really Michael, it was fake Michael music.
I want to know who that
They
was
used
singing first of
A
all.
voice alike. That really
I mean,
bothers
but
me.
I heard-
There has to be some litigation behind that. You know, I'm gonna sue you because if
They
that's
are.
the joint with him and Justin Timberlake, I'm mad.
I haven't even heard the new music, to be
I don't know.
honest.
I don't know.
Mike is gone.
What do y'all
and-
think? Come in the comments, y'all. Is that bullshit? I'm disturbed by that now. It was funny at first, and now I'm mad for real.
Put yourself in her shoes. Your favorite
I'm
rapper,
mad for real.
singer passes on, and you think you get into music you ain't never heard before, and then it don't sound right to you. And
What-
I've heard of celebrity lookalikes. I've never heard of a celebrity voice alike.
I don't know. No, I'm sure they have because they were accused of doing that with Tupac. They were accused of doing that with Shine and Biggie. They were accused of doing that with Bob Marley. So we've seen that. We've seen that time and time again. I think they got caught because Michael's distinct voice. Many often imitated, but
Well,
never
I heard the
duplicated.
song, and as far as I was concerned, it did sound like his voice. It was just minor things like the inflections and where he would normally ad-lib, that was missing. But to just listen to the song flat out, if you're not expecting those ad-libs, it did sound like Michael, and it had to, or else they would not have been able to even put this music out.
Shout out to Bernard Thompson Jr. and Michelle Bussey. Yes, we agree with you.
Bust
That's
it
wrong.
down,
That's bull.
Bust it, like,
Bust it down, bust it down. Love Buster Live, Michelle. Hey, we'll have you come in studio soon, sis. But that is some bullshit, though. I mean, it's bullshit for the fact that it's greedy, and it's bullshit because people really felt that. Like when Mike died, people felt that.
Yeah.
Like I remember that '09. Like people were crying line on the metro, on people pulling over on the side of the
it was
beltway.
rough. It was tough.
Like
They
Mike
had
dying,
sponsors.
that was something. Like Prince's death wasn't even as big as
No,
Mike's
not
death.
as big
No.
as
Like
mine.
Mike's was the biggest death in a very long time,
Yeah.
and if
It
people are
broke my
still
soul.
hurt. He was
It
a
broke
And
my heart.
while we're speaking on that,
Greatest
rest in
entertainer
peace to Aretha Franklin.
rest in peace, Aretha. And this is the real Aretha Franklin,
Yes.
not Rachel Dozier or Taylor Hill. So okay, so what do y'all think about that one? And then coming up last, she's ready to release. I'm holding her back. I got a choke chain on her, but I gotta introduce her because she is on. This one is on her last nerve. So first, this is a two-parter, and really the subject of this is schools have lost their damn mind under Betsy DeVos. Okay, shout out to Tay Graham. So, Jay, hold on. Okay, Casey and JoJo have backup. Derek Brown said that. I don't know what that means. We'll hang them out there, y'all, for a little while. But now,
I'm
Betsy
thinking of
DeVos
Casey
has
and
lost her
JoJo
mind
Tracy
because
in
these
that.
schools are treating these kids horribly. First up was my baby down in Atlanta, Georgia, that
Man.
got her lunch thrown away in front of her on camera over 15 cents. Not that
That
she
was
didn't
born
have
from the year
today,
before.
that she didn't have last year.
15 cents, y'all. That's a dime and a nickel.
Punk ass
This-
nickel and a
Like
punk
which?
ass
The
dime.
lunch lady couldn't pull it out of her.
Yes,
Exactly,
and I said
exactly.
which. I had to say which because I don't
Yeah,
want to go
we don't
there,
want,
but
we don't want to.
That witch took that baby's lunch out of her hands and threw it in the trash can in front of everybody. Now, I don't know about nobody else, but to a black mama, that's immediate grounds for an ass whooping.
For a black auntie, that's immediate grounds
Thank
for
you.
sit down, sis, I got this.
Yeah,
That's what that's
yeah.
for. That's immediate grounds.
That earns you a Ike Turner style beatdown. I'm just saying.
But see, I think what needs to happen is there needs to be tighter litigation on how the school. Now we got to go back to some of these kids act like asses. They get in school and act like they have no home training and they need to be knuckled up or embarrassed or things like that. And we have to, unfortunately, even though it sounds terrible, we have to know the context of everything that happened, and we have to know both sides of it. You know, on the surface, from what I know and what I've seen, is horrible. Horrible enough to T.I. Shout out to T.I.
Yeah.
to offer to pay for her lunch. T.I., from the bottom of my heart, you cheap as fuck, man. Are you rich, man? All you gonna do is pay her lunch? Lunch is like $2.11 a day. Pay for her to go to college.
Oh no, but
Come
wait a
on,
minute
man.
though. I suggested, why
That's
he
why it's
don't
good.
cater her lunch, and I was told that would be doing too much. I'm like, even Subway caters. That's a
They do too
$5
much.
foot long a day.
No, I'm not
They do too
catering her
much.
lunch. Kids bad. They gonna
Catering. Wait a minute. I said cater
feel
her
I feel
lunch.
like that mentality of, oh, them kids are bad is why some of these children are also treated the way they are from certain areas.
Yeah.
Because they'll take a child from an area and be like, oh, they're from so-and-so, and automatically think that child will have
And that's my point.
And
It's like racial profiling.
yeah, it's profiling.
Absolutely.
Every child
Bad
doesn't
as
deserve
shit.
to be treated, but that's the point. But not all of them. So
But
why
not all
treat
of them.
No,
all
not
of
all of
them
them.
like that? Let that child
But
do
if-
something to make you say, okay, you bad as
And
hell,
I'm
so I'm
gonna
gonna
use
treat
a
you
Muhammad
different.
Ali on you. If a whole bunch of snakes are coming in me, but I know that a few of them are good, do I sit there and hope that them good ones block off the bad ones? No. The kids bad as shit. Stuff.
What's a good
You know.
snake?
How many kids have you snatched up?
I don't snatch up kids. I snatch up their mamas.
See?
Listen, I am famous for, you know what, you little bad
Y'all see?
motherfucker, where your mama?
Where your mama?
Cause see, I ain't gonna go there with you. Go get your
I
mama.
don't want to touch your child because
Shut
your
up.
child's fault it's not your child's fault. It's your fault.
But even still, think about it like this. When you was a child, what was the one thing that you always thought? That your parents was what? Wonder Woman and Superman. You feel me? So to me, I'm gonna tell you how I'm whooping that child ass
Hey.
when I knock the shit out of his mama and
But-
there's nothing he can
But
do
you
about
gotta be
it.
careful because the worst thing a child can see is being buried to death.
Exactly,
Well,
and that's the
I
whole
suggest they
point.
just act right.
And that's the whole
No, I'm
point.
talking about you might go over there and then run into like Ronda
You only
Rousey.
get one with me. You only get me to be a parent and an adult about the situation once. The first time, I'm gonna wanna go tell mama. And if you do it again, that means that she didn't handle you, so now
What do
handle
y'all
her.
What do y'all think about that, man? And, oh, there's a part 2 to this. There's a
Which
part 2
part
to this.
two?
Hold on,
Because
we went off subject.
There's two others, so
There's
which
2.
one?
Well, let's give them the part 2s real quick. Give them the rental. Next on the Betsy DeVos tour.
You want me, I wanted
Kip.
you to do the rental.
Kip.
I was gonna do the hair.
Kip. Y'all are some suckers.
Yes.
Now you tell me, yeah,
No
shout out
shout
to Tate
out to
Grant. He said, yeah, bring your father around here.
Thank you.
If you can find him. That's what's up, Tate Grant. So, Kip in DC, some of the kids weren't affluent enough to purchase their uniform. So Kip
Yeah,
gave
the
them
little
uniforms.
monogram shirt.
But these Bama's, and not a small, like, you know, back in the day they would write on a tag or something, but they wrote rental on the shirts.
Right above the monogram.
Right
so
above
everybody
the
can
monogram.
know that your mom and your dad cannot afford that punk ass
Absolutely.
picture.
Absolutely.
Embarrassing them babies.
Shout out to Carlos, Mike Cavallo. Shout out.
Woo.
Hey, that's bullshit. Now these kids, you have, now that right there, you embarrassed these children. You've embarrassed them. You've ostracized them, and they have to walk around with the stigma of this for the entire school year and possibly for the rest of their school existence. Now, why? Why would you think that was necessary? And that goes to what you said, Tasty, which is kids from certain neighborhoods get treated differently. You got kids in Bethesda and Chevy Chase that show their ass, but
There's
you
kids
never
in
hear
Silver
it.
Spring everywhere.
You know what I mean?
They ass. Let me tell you, it's the
Absolutely.
neighborhoods that you would.
Shout out to Nikki.
I work where I work at. Them kids show their ass. They show their ass.
They
I work
do.
in Northwest.
So
They do, but that's a product of environment and things, and
I
also
felt like
boredom.
some of it's entitlement as well.
It's entitlement because we're,
With those
this is an entitled, Generation X entitled, you know, Generation Y and so forth and so on. But
so Vic,
what do you guys think? We gotta, you know, wrap it up a little bit. We're sorry. We feel a certain, oh, Star, real quick. You got
Yeah.
20 seconds. Give that last part.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. Watch this segue. So those badass kids should be expelled, right? She ain't paying me no mind over there.
I'm sorry.
So what happens when a child gets her hair braided for school
Oh,
and that school decides that they're going to expel her for her braids? Well, that's exactly
feel-
what happened.
It happened in a few schools with a little boy as well because he
Yeah.
had dreads.
True, but this particular one was a Christian academy and it happened this past week. So when is enough for them to keep on messing with our baby?
This
She
is
can't
crazy.
have an education because you don't like
Because
her
you don't like
braids.
her
This is crazy,
Right.
y'all. So what do
I
y'all
feel
think?
like that's the way that they can use against us.
They can, but it's all right though. It's all right. We'll get into that subject. We're gonna have a whole segment on that one another day because that's ridiculous. But what do y'all think? So we're gonna run back to you. Is it drilled nutsack? Is it Betsy DeVos losing her mind,
Or shady ass school.
or is it Sony hurting our feelings by bootlegging Michael Jackson? Come in the comments. Let us know. We'd like to give you. We the Yo, shout out to Ray. I agree with you, Alan. That's pure ignorance. That was justice to come for them children. That's ridiculous. You don't want to see nothing like that happen. Hey, shout out to my man Ray. No homo, he's got like a 17 pack. And that's just on his back. Like, Ray, what are you training for? The cat world? My man be in the gym. He doing finger cutting. What's going on with y'all? What's up, Facebook? Thanks for hanging with us. We lit over there. Absolutely, Ray. I'm gonna inbox you that later, man. Come up here. We're gonna have you do a push-up contest with a machine, a Russian machine. You have to wear Apollo 3 trunks. What's happening, Tyrone, 1984? What's going on, Caps? 9777. Shout out to Carrie and Gomez. Look at V, Dark Army. I went through, baby. I went you. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Let y'all go around the building real quick. See just over there. People just popping up and down. We don't want y'all to see things. Big thing popping out the top. Here we go with
That's
Casey.
big things popping out the top right there.
You seen her on the flyer. No shame in her game. Don't stop with y'all. Don't stop looking at her. First time to head. Eyes up here, mister. Eyes up here. Eyes up here, mister.
Upgrade, elevate.
I can look at all y'all. Sorry, Facebook. You know y'all my first love. Accept, what's up, baby? Seven Church. I don't know about 70 and 70. Stars came out of the joint. Ray, I got 3 hands to run, why not 4? I think you had a 12 pack on your back. Come on, Ray. Give me a couple of them.
You know what's in store. You
We're not staying out too long. We chilling. We chilling up with this piece. We chilling. We got some better stuff coming. That's crazy. That's right. Dog on me checking in always. What you doing, Star? Tobacco. Oh man. Can you hit the return jump? Not yet.
Something just my luck. We weren't gonna call you tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, the interview at 2.
It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. My phone game is crazy. Social media is crazy, they say. I don't know if it's crazy or not. I'm all over here messed up. I'm back. Everybody come back. Man, I'm trying to get you on here, V. Blueprint Radio.
Yo, Mac, I don't even understand how they doing that very drink.
We are back, and we are here. Shout out to Yessie. Shout out to Dark Armin. We are back. I'm your boy Division. Still here with Just Star Taste. And still here with you. Thank you for coming through. Shout out to Sunshine. Thank you for joining us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everything. It's crazy. And I'm going to get crazier because I'm going to make the ladies come up with this topic off the dome of their head. Go.
What is he doing?
I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited. Look at this. Look at this. So if you ever doubted why, you would never do it again. You would never do it again. Shout out to Tara. But I will bring something up. Kind of. This is kind of. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing big and fancy. This is another question. Now this was a bedtime stories question. But I'm gonna bring it up early because the person really did want to know.
Okay.
And we're not going to get vulgar or anything. We're going to use proper vernacular and everything else.
Proper what?
Vernacular. And that is the proper enunciation of that.
Vernacular?
Yes. That's my Catholic school. No. So, why start slows down to hate? The question was, she hates me. The question was, is oral sex mandatory in foreplay? Keep it clean.
Yeah.
Stop being childish.
Me or people in general?
In general.
What you mean is oral sex? Let me put this down because I just went
I thought don't shoot the messenger. Say it to radio land.
I'm on Facebook, y'all know my mama.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
But y'all, I feel like you can't. You say clean.
Yeah. Keep it clean.
Stop being childish.
We love y'all.
What you mean, y'all? Do you know what that? People know what oral sex feels like, so if they say that they don't get oral sex, that's bullshit.
No, I don't think that was the question. Is it necessary in
mandatory?
foreplay?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop being childish. They need to stop
Why
being childish.
why does it have to go directly into that? Why can't it be softer, kind of more, maybe PG-13?
Oral sex is soft too.
Absolutely.
But you're pretty much in it at that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about.
The woman's anatomy, right?
Hey.
It's 2 mouths on the body.
Hey, Alan
so
said you damn right.
it's 2 sets of lips. So
Right.
if you kiss these lips, surely you can kiss the others.
Oh wow, it just got slightly a little hotter in here. So, I mean, the consensus among you two from your reaction to the question seems to be.
This is my reaction to the question.
Yeah, your eyes gonna roll out the front of your head if you keep rolling. But
Yeah.
you know, what do y'all think? Come up in the comments and let us know. What do y'all feel about that? That was just a little question we threw out. It wasn't a long segment we were going to give them, but it was
I think we gave him
it was a question. It was just a question. You know, hey, did y'all see Little Wayne? Hey, that's how you look when the devil take your soul. Right?
They put a side-by-side shot of him and the crypt keeper in the tuck and then who wore best.
Hey, did y'all see Little Wayne?
And his daughter was snapping. Regina was mad that they was clowning her daddy. But
Right. He knew what he looked like when he left the house.
he knew exactly what was
Hey, shout out to
like
Vernon.
just beating the fuck out of him.
Vernon and Alan were with y'all. They said hell yeah to the previous topic. They were like,
Yeah.
daggone right. There's nothing without it. So, hey, that's
Hey.
consensus.
That's
Any
what I'm saying.
lovers out there? Any lovers out there? Any people still believe in PG-13 petting, heavy petting and heavy breathing? Possibly a hickey? Let us know. Above the waist. But Little Wayne is looking horrible. I'm a little concerned
Look
about
like
it.
life is beating his ass. Life is
No, it looked like syrup is
While
beating
we
his ass.
on Lil Wayne.
Scissor.
Did
Say no to drugs, y'all.
Did anybody peep how Birdman came to his concert and gave him a public apology but ain't get that man his money?
You don't have it. Hey man, the way
Yeah,
my
he
bank
spent it on
account,
that wedding to Tony
I can see
Braxton.
Birdman. Look, put some respect on my name, but you know the way my bank account is set up, shout the kids. You know what I'm saying? I got to check it in the savings. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the hell out of here. Get that money. You don't have that money. You spent that money up. You robbing Peter to pay Paul. I think you're going to hear in the very near future that Birdman is bankrupt. Very near future. And then Weezy will be shortly after.
But that's a cop out because
Not a
even
cop-out.
50, it is. 50
don't got it,
filed
you don't got it.
bankruptcy, but he had the money. They filed
Yeah, but-
bankruptcy when they don't want to pay their creditors.
The problem is, and Wayne turns into a creditor once he's won litigation against him.
But that's my point.
So he
It's
can
not
file
that
bankruptcy.
Birdman is actually bankruptcy, but that would be a power play to not get that man his money.
It's not a power play really because they will go through all your assets. And whatever is up for grabs, they will take it and
He ain't married to
liquidate it.
Tony yet. There's ways to hide his
Not really.
assets.
I don't really believe so, but it's for me, you know, in that situation, I just feel that it's gone on so long because Birdman is not the businessman everybody thinks he is. And then if you really look at it, what's really coming out of Cash Money? What's coming out of Cash Money lately? You know, it's Young Thug
Young
album.
Money.
It was alright. You know, that's the only thing keeping Cash Money afloat. And what's keeping Young Money afloat because Wayne's not releasing anything. So Young, you know, it's just
But
great.
that was Birdman's fault too.
That was-
He
yeah,
just
that
now
was
gave that
Birdman.
man the rights to release his album. Now he's like, shit, it's damn near 5 years late. I don't even know if
Now,
that's still
do
fit.
y'all think the Carter would be any good if he releases it? Anyway,
I don't know if it would be right for this time. He probably would have to snatch a few albums off and add some others.
a few albums.
Well, you know what I mean. A few songs. He would have to snatch a few songs
Right.
off the album just to even make it current.
I don't know. I kind of would want. I would think that. I think he should. I think he should have like a double disc or maybe two
Yeah.
discs where he has like maybe he should add on features.
Yeah.
Like I would love to
Yeah.
see him add features.
Some
and still-
remixes. Diddy was
Right.
the king of that back in the day. He'd give
Right.
you the whole same
Like, what y'all
album
think? Y'all think Weezy
with
can do
some
that?
extra people on it. Call it remixes and make you pay for the same shit again.
Right. Shout out to Henry. I don't know. I mean, I would like to see like a double album. Like you got the one with the features, and then you have the one as is. Like that'd be a classic. That'd be a collector's item.
You know what album I want to see, and I'm so upset. Remember
Eddie
Martin
Payne Jr.?
Shkreli? Remember Martin Shkreli?
No. Oh, the Wu-Tang Jack?
Yes.
Nobody
And-
want to hear that, man.
And I did.
Nobody
He
wanna
was
hear
set
that
to
Wu-Tang
release
album.
that.
Y'all
And
wanna hear
next
that
thing you
Wu-Tang
know,
album?
The
Let
feds
us know about
swoop in
it.
and take that shit from him. Could you imagine? Look, you going to the old school record store, and it's the last album, and then the feds come and take it from you before you can play it for your friends and family and shit.
Nah, he was
I was
playing.
like, that's fucked up.
He was playing?
No, he was gonna release the music. He bought all the rights. He paid what, like $100,000, $1 million? $2 million for that album. He owned all the rights. He could do what he wanted. He could break the album.
Hey,
He could
hold
sell
up,
shit.
son.
Okay.
Hey, Alex said Lil Wayne looked like the Gremlins remix.
Oh, Spike.
Hey,
Like Spike.
hey, I gotta give you that, baby.
And Nikki looked like that female one.
Oh, boy, yeah, man.
A match made in
You
heaven.
start getting injections in her thighs now.
She ain't got no choice because everybody clowning that ant booty.
Hey, what they say?
Shoot, Kim is doing it too.
She looked just like an ass.
They had a
Exactly.
picture of Nikki, and then the caption was like, when a watermelon is being held up by two toothpicks.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
hilarious.
Exactly. If you see Kim K in the gym doing her squats and shit, trying to get her thighs to match all that extra
Are y'all in
booty
the
she
gym
bought.
doing y'all squats and thighs?
Oh no, I got too much as it is. They already asked me to get my ass paid.
Oh, hey, Poet Tracy, where you at?
Ah, where you
She
at?
said, go to bed, boy. That's what she said. Go to bed. Your mama right here. Hold on.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. Right there.
you said Trey said that?
Yes.
I'm minding my business.
Damn.
You better be minding
You
yours.
see what's going on? This is crazy.
My son is attempting
Hey,
to take
remember
over our
when you was
broadcast.
young? Hey, look, remember when you was young with the call and harass your mother at work?
Yeah.
Like you and your siblings not getting along, or
Yeah.
can I have a piece of cake, or you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like that's what's going on right now, except
She
it's
took the
going
last
on
cup of juice.
virtually and digitally. Yeah, it's going on right now. Just Star's children are coming into the Instagram to harass her and ask her, can they have some juice?
Y'all better look, y'all better
Trey.
tune away when it gets to
Trey,
the
what's up,
phone.
Trey? Hey Trey, shout out for that Instagram comment earlier, man. That made my day. That made your day.
Yeah.
But what do y'all think about Lil Wayne? Is he a gorilla? Is he turning into an orc?
More like an
What's happening?
orangutan.
Did he
I
sell
don't
his
know,
soul?
gorilla.
You know what I mean? Like
I
what's
used to
going
have
on?
a huge crush on him. Like when I was in my teens, I dated this boy because he looked just like Wayne, like with the face tattoos and wild color hair and all of that. Like Wayne used to be the man. And I wonder, I hope he's not listening right now. I don't even want to put his real name out there, but honey, if you are, I only dated you because you look like Lil Wayne. You was irritating as
Hey.
hell.
One time. She had to go for that one.
Here you go.
So
I had to say it.
your son says no, he a monkey.
Okay.
He's a mirror
Hey
cat.
Wayne, don't come after my child.
What kind of
okay?
monkey
We
is
fight.
he? He the monkey from Night at the Museum.
The outbreak monkey.
Yeah, that is insane. What do y'all think? What does Lil Wayne look like? Come in the comments. But we about to take a break, and this is that portion of the show. We moved it up because we were getting y'all cranking too late in the day. So now we giving you the mid-show We the Crank Go-Go Mix, classic stuff. Enjoy it because we about to take a break and possibly get some chicken.
Hungry.
We the shit. Please stay with us. You can catch us during the break on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
Twitter.
maybe Twitter.
And all this time, you had me thinking that was my damn microphone that's giving the feedback. It's your microphone. Would you tell him it was your mic? You were the only one.
Oh,
talking
you're
at
agreeing
the
with
time.
Star. Amazing. Such a surprise that two women are agreeing against me.
You're a hater.
Against me, y'all. Against me.
Oh, how the tables have turned. The hated has become the hater.
He said, hey, Trey said he looked like a growler monkey.
Trayvon is a
He
mess.
do look like a monkey kitten. Tay
How
is
long
a
you
kitten.
got?
We got 10 minutes.
Right. This is Chick-fil-A from earlier.
Oh, I thought that was more shit. I was like, hold on, what's
No,
that?
we had
I want some THC infused shrimp Alfredo. Where that though?
That's what the lady makes before our show.
You want me to do? You want me to cook? Jesus.
Before what show? There's no lady here that does that.
No, the lady down the street, I told you. She does it like from 5 to like 6 over there by Branch
Not
Avenue.
hip hop chicken.
No, she don't. That's Ray Ray's. Ray Ray's and Hip Hop Chicken, y'all.
Where's
I don't know.
Ice and
Oh,
Cash?
Leah's sick. I don't know what's going on with Cash. She didn't call anybody and say, hey, y'all come get me. I ain't heard from her.
Cash, where you at, baby?
She saw the flyer. She shared the flyer. I tagged her on my
Well, I'm gonna
live,
let
but I
y'all see
haven't
the
heard from her
girls.
yet.
I'm gonna let y'all see the ladies. The Dunnies, the Fluffies,
See.
the Bunnies.
She fluffier than me.
Yeah.
She is.
I don't know if she fluffy is.
I don't know. I might be fluffier on the bottom. Who knows?
Damn.
She's fluffy as hell on the bottom though, and the top.
So basically, you've been looking.
She was in my lap last week. Where were y'all?
Everyone listening.
I didn't know if you could feel the whole circumference.
I mean, I did have one name.
Yeah. Sugar free. don't know why. I'm such a great physique as it is. Laugh at
It's a
me.
mess.
Oh shit. There it is. Thank you for coming.
While you're eating, come on. We ending the lady drunk. So we ain't going that far.
Okay.
We gonna get off camera though.
She's gonna take it. I'm not looking.
Everyone looks, it's okay.
You heard that, YouTube. We're a litigious society. She said it was okay. So I'm good with that. That got you over too much, YouTube. Nah, you can see it. Facebook, what's poppin'? They left me here, man. It's a shame. How they gonna leave me? What's up, Facebook? What's up, Instagrams? I'm here in stereo. And one thing I know for sure, I'm down. I'm fine. I am. Everybody that can see the way I'm a little wolfing thanks to catching all fades.
Calling people out.
Niggas asked me
Why
to
that
play.
music so loud?
Niggas asked me to play Santa Claus.
What?
That was feedback. No, that wasn't an actual. That was hyperbole, tasty. Love, lust, and laughs. Feeling that.
You said what?
Shout out to who's still with me. Who's still with me. Oh my God. Alright, that's what I want to do. What the name of us is under this?
What the hell? Girl, I thought you had a salacious story to tell.
I'd like to interview you deeper on a future show. We want to find out how the whole gay thing. I was just messing with her. I was waiting to see her look up. And she didn't see my face, but she didn't look up. It was almost like, I'm about to throw the rest of this sauce that's left in the stove over there.
I've gotten weirder questions, but it's okay. It's like,
I like Tasty. Tasty, right there. She's like, Tasty's the baseline. She's right there. She's right there. She's right there, y'all. Right there. Feedback, we don't give a fuck. Sawdust in here, loose nails. I haven't gotten a tetanus Give me the bell, shit. Tetanus shot. Something
I
happened
might as
to
well
me.
just hold on to this thing. Because he gonna be belling all night.
I probably will. Because I'm actually tired. So that's where my.
oh, well, that's gonna set you just right.
Oh, it will.
Yeah.
Believe me.
I'm already feeling it.
Believe me.
I tell you what I won't do. I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do. Freak out!
Flip out, man. This is crazy.
Because I need a repeat, don't nobody. Everybody get a bottle of water right now.
So you got your, is that one?
Well, extra. To be quite honest with you, I'm high now, so no. If you can repeat to me what I said, my report will be about, then I got you covered. But
Okay.
I had that. You know I had something. I gave you some things, but I'm not. And me either.
No idea what you gave me.
Huh?
I got a text message of what's coming up.
What?
Do you? Oh yes, babe. Please let me know. Like I said.
No. We know what's coming up. She's not on there. I'll write your own report.
Oh,
You didn't put none of the topics.
I never put the topics on this star because someone gets an attitude.
Whatever. I can add to when you put topics that I didn't choose on there, sir.
Whatever.
Let me see. There's plenty of shit that I just about. I'm like, how you give me a selfie of your nose? And you want me to put that on the flyer? The ladies got to see you.
What's funny is I have my flops on the opposite side of, on the opposite feet. That's hilarious. Shout out to Tracy. Hold up, I got some, I'm ignoring people. I know Ray, I know man, I know Alan. I'm working on it. I'm a work in progress. This is a herbal one.
Oh, that is funny. Dave's just stupid. Look at this picture. She said them three niggas look like Neapolitan ice cream.
Stolen.
I said this twice. Why aren't you getting it? Only God.
Peer pressure, G. Peer pressure.
They said they can't hear you. Trey and his friends.
So they can't hear me where?
He just messaged me that from Instagram.
Y'all can't hear me, Instagram? We can't hear you. You still can't hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Good. Ew. Log on to Instagram and there's a big oily butt reading me.
Oh, that's why. My
It
bad.
says gifty treasures.
My grand Instagram. That was my bad. That's something goes to my ears all that time. Where mine? Leave mine alone. There you go. Ooh, she stuck her tongue out at you.
Yeah. This is
Is that right? 1 second. We're coming into part of the show. Shout out to Kimberly Ladybug Wills, my girl. We can go back, way back. Proud of all you doing, bodybuilder extraordinaire. Help me get a 6-pack.
Help me get something.
Something. Give me a 6-pack on my arm or something. Well, we are back. We are back. We are back. And you know what that means? It means you're about to get all the celebrity gossip news and all the filthy details of the entertainment world from your girl, Just Star, with a 5-star report. Give it to him, girl.
What's up? It's your girl, Just Star. We're gonna roll right into it. Quavo has a solo project coming that he just announced.
She said coming.
Now, I don't know exactly what that's gonna be about or what that's gonna be titled, but I'm looking forward to it. They got a nice little flow. In other news,
Shout out to, hey, this is Quavo?
Quavo.
Okay. Now which one is Quavo?
The other one.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Quavo, Takeoff, and Cardi B baby daddy. I don't even remember the nigga name.
Front set.
Ah,
'Cause you need a front set of teeth.
Full set. So, STD infections in the U.S. are at its record.
Use reference.
So please, people, I need y'all to start wrapping it up.
Please.
Please.
Please. It's a shame when people in Africa sending us money. Y'all gotta wrap that up, man.
Injustice news.
Justice.
Yes,
We gotta turn
justice.
this down. I wanna hear this.
The officer who fatally shot 15-year-old Jordan Edwards has been found guilty
Bam.
of murder, not manslaughter.
Nice.
Going to jail. Yeah.
On that note.
Yes, on that note, indeed.
That bam. Now, if y'all follow that case, you know this was a long battle to get this man
Yes,
to get the justice that he deserved for what he did. And
exactly.
hopefully, this will set a precedent
Yes, and they'll start backlogging.
and they'll stop.
Hashtag
general.
Tamir Rice.
Yes.
Hashtag Sandra Bland. Hashtag Trayvon Martin.
Hashtag Philando Castile.
Eric Garner. All
Hashtag
of them.
Alton Sterling.
Yes.
Goes on.
Stop playing. In funnier news, and I don't even know if I should call it funny news or vasectomy news, because I swear this dude is just running neck and neck with Future now. Eddie Murphy is now expecting his 10th child.
Now, you know, it's funny that you said vasectomy. I mean, Eddie, you know what I'm saying? Eddie is safe. He like to party all the time. You know?
Yeah,
It's
and if you didn't know, that was a plug for his old ass song that went copper, party all the time with Rick James.
That joint was wood, along with that song with him and Shabba.
It's like, that's a lot of mouths.
I mean, that 39-year-old drunk. But he got it though. You got it. He wasn't responsible for the first 9. The staff was. And the staff will be responsible for this one. Eddie, look. No, hey, speaking of vasectomy, didn't Charlie Murphy claim that he had a vasectomy? when they
Yeah.
were doing the Mel B thing?
Yeah,
And Mel B starred.
came through with the clutch.
No, not come through in a clutch. She about to go through a clutch because she just entered rehab
She did.
for drugs, sex,
PTSD.
alcohol,
What?
food, funnel
That's fake
cakes.
news.
No, that's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's PTSD,
It says
alcohol,
sex
and
addiction.
sex addiction.
I thought it was just sex.
No,
No,
it's
it's some other
three.
things.
It's three.
Well, all those things go along together. Yes, PTSD, sex.
Well, I
alcohol.
mean, I would assume after being a Spice Girl and nobody ever let you live it down, you need some type of therapy.
Yeah,
anyway.
it is
Quite
something.
possibly.
Because listen, I had that. What was that, Spice World? I had their DVD. I look, I was mad as hell. My mother wouldn't buy me them thick ass stack look, I said moon
Man.
boots that they used to wear.
The Mano mouth. What's that?
Yeah, the mum. Okay, in other news, so everybody feels that Lauryn Hill's Miseducation, the Miseducation album is a classic.
Right.
Well, now one of the musicians on that record, Robert Glasper, says fake news because she stole that whole album. He said she didn't write nothing, she didn't arrange shit. They said that when you see her playing guitar live, that's the only key she know because she don't even know how to tune it.
Wow.
He said Lauren is a big fake and she's mean.
Well, we know she's.
I mean, we know she's mean.
We know she's
We
mean.
know that. That's not new.
Yeah, but he said people like Stevie Wonder have a right to be mean, and she don't, because the greatest thing she ever did, she didn't do, and that was a direct quote from him.
Wow. Well,
Damn.
we can look at that a couple ways because, you know, it has to be proven. Number one, we don't know if this is true or not.
Well, she did respond, and essentially she didn't confirm or deny whether or not she stole it. She said there were other contributors. His allegations of her waiting until the final show, before the final rehearsal, before they go on tour to decide, I don't like the way y'all are learning the music and I'm cutting everybody's pay in half. And she allegedly sent her manager to tell them that. She said if any decisions were made and agreements reached without my knowledge, that's not on me. I know other artists do dock pay, cut pay, and things like that, but I don't. That's what she said.
But what you can look at is the projects after that.
Yeah. I mean, and what projects after that?
Exactly. So there may be some validity to his point. What y'all think? Comment. Let us know.
Yeah.
Look, is Lauryn Hill foul? What do y'all think? Or is he a hater?
Well, when they were in the middle of their beef, Wyclef Jean, after he found out that she aborted his baby, he did say that she's talented voice-wise, but he really has to train her and teach her and groom her. And if someone is not right there basically holding her hand, you get nothing.
I agree
So,
with that. Because you would see more, everybody who's a producer, you've seen them in some form or fashion, you know, out there in the industry, either bringing up other artists or at least doing their own stuff.
True.
And so I've never known Lauryn, I've never heard Lauryn as being known for being a producer or a
I
arranger.
saw a report where one time
singer.
she forgot the words to X Factor, and you claimed that that was very dear to your heart. If you wrote it for Wyclef and everything, so why you don't remember the words?
Okay.
If the words were yours. But moving right along, my last and final topic. This one is specifically for the ladies. So do you remember a couple of months ago when somebody's nudes dropped? And let's say this, before these news dropped, they was calling him a corny dude. So y'all know we gotta be talking about none other than Safari Sanders, Nicki Minaj's ex, Miss Nikki Baby's ex, who was he with? Dream Doll and all these other dolls. Anyway, so everybody thought he was corny as hell before that picture dropped, and now everybody wanna give him a baby. Well, legendary sex toy maker Doc Johnson.
Why is he legendary?
I mean, I guess, they say that he's revolutionized sex toys. Personally, I've never tried any Doc Johnson products, so I don't know if that's fact or fiction, but
I
I know
One
they
time
were the
comment
first.
on that one.
They were the first company to come out with glass dildos. I know that much. But anyway,
Let's take a
they
turn for the word.
and this is my song right here. This is the perfect song for Safari. Put your up, put your. Anyway, let me get to the point. So after that picture dropped,
Yes.
Doc Johnson saw the women's overwhelming response of joy and thought, I can get rich off this dude. So they gave him a 7-figure deal to make molds of his eggplant. So if you fantasize about getting a little Safari and his hook, if you wait till Valentine's Day, you can do just that. And you can pre-order as early as December, by the way. So you can order that thing, have it
Hold on, I
sent
want
to
to
you.
hear what Tasty's saying.
It's gonna be a lot of lonely men in February.
Man, no, it's gonna be a lot of broke men in December because the chicks is gonna be pre-ordering that off his credit card.
And let's see if that take out the trash or change the tire.
Well, I don't think they care that far.
I think some of them just ain't getting none of that, so,
Damn.
why I need a heartbeat
It's a
with
shortage out there? Is it a shortage?
Take my trash.
We are gonna move right along because
Crazy.
it's getting super steamy for me and Miss
I don't
Tasty.
understand what's happening here, fellas. Save me. In
No.
the comments, save me.
No.
Save me, please. people.
And if you did not
YouTube,
know,
save me.
if you are just now tuning in, you have missed out because this was just my 5-star report.
That's crazy. We just talked about dildos.
Yep.
And this is, I don't know what to
A
think.
very special deal there.
I don't know that. I know that's very special.
That deal literally break up a
What?
happy
You
home.
could have a bump on it.
Because that he said
You could have a blue
himself
waffle.
that those pics leaking was the best thing that has ever happened to him, and God
He
is
leaked
good.
those
And
pics.
that was a direct quote.
He leaked those
He
pics
didn't.
himself.
I forgot the name of the girl.
He leaked them. He
The chick he was messing with between Miss Nikki Baby and Dream Doll.
Listen.
I don't remember her name,
Just
but
start. Just
she leaked those pics when he broke up with her.
Look, he engineered that. That dude is smart.
I doubt it. He was way too shy to throw his penis on the web.
Slim is throwing his penis on everything in New
I
York,
think some
LA.
of it is,
Woo!
I think some of it is leakage, but I think most of it afterwards was just like,
Just like me.
But I mean, once he saw how much the lady loved it, why not do it then?
Right.
But he was way too shy about women. He almost broke up with Miss Nikki Baby when she dedicated a whole interview to his penis without trying to admit
This is
that,
ridiculous.
So I don't think he leaked the
Superhead.
initial picture.
Superhead, do a mold of your mouth.
She did
I
actually.
think she does.
She has a whole
Hey,
line of
Hey, I'm about to go on Amazon real quick.
sex books to tell you how to do it right.
Well, Superhead came out that she was lying, right? Did she come out that she was lying?
No, she said the only thing she lied about was Tigger being gay. She said she didn't see that bed.
No, she didn't see the check until it cleared. And then she
Yeah.
came back out like, Tigger, you ain't gay.
Well, Tigger may not have much, I don't know, but he definitely
know.
has some powerful friends. So.
They have enough to get rid of that.
Tigger, I don't know.
And she back with Darius McCrary now,
Nah.
the dude from Family Members. Remember she married him and then she said he was whooping her ass.
Eddie Winslow was whooping Superhead's ass.
Hey.
Eddie Winslow was beating the shit out of Superhead. Was he singing while he was doing it?
Yeah.
That's a shame.
No.
That's a shame, man.
That's
It's a shame that Eddie Winslow beating on Superhead, man. Like, you might have hurt her jaw. That's how she make money, man.
Hey.
That's how
Oh,
she
really?
makes money.
Really?
Really
Excuse
is what
me?
we're going with.
Excuse me. No. Don't try to not look over here.
This
Really?
song is more
Really?
of a farewell.
Really? He's an asshole, son.
I am.
But we're no longer filming. Shout out YouTube. I'm gonna put a bug in your ear and tell you why he thought it was funny to play this song. With his, I told you he's an
I don't know.
asshole.
I don't. Do you see what I'm getting here, everybody? Do you hear this out there in Radio Land? Radio Land. Do you hear this? Please call in and save me. 844-498-2755. And by the way, I was asked, shout out to Ben Conti. I was asked, shout out to Sydney Barber. What's up, baby? Sydney Barber got that good music, that mixtape coming soon.
Oh.
But
See how you can ask all the pictures? Just an
Somebody
asshole.
said Eddie Winslow's a fake ass Zach Randolph. That's funny.
Oh.
That's funny to me. But that made me forget what I was saying. Oh yeah. So we had a request for our playlist, and you can find our playlist on Apple Music. Just type in Blueprint Radio, the date of the show, and the playlist for that show is up there, so you can groove just like you was grooving with us and clean the house up or something. But I still can't believe Eddie Winslow was beating her up. I don't know. She lies a lot. I don't know if I should believe that or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't got Eddie Winslow beating people up. You know what I mean? Old Dirty, yes. D'Angelo, absolutely. Yes, D'Angelo will whip your ass. Yeah, D'Angelo will whip your ass. Alan Payne, absolutely. He'll two-piece you. Yeah, G Money is an asshole from what I hear out there. You know what I mean? Him, but I don't see Eddie Winslow doing that. Winter Ready, a girl back in the building. How you doing? What do you think? You think Eddie Winslow did that? Beanie Siegel, he'll beat you. Beanie Siegel will beat you like just the color purple.
He gonna break your jaw.
Yeah, he will. And then
Go
lay on
Irish.
you.
In the words of Zara B, who asked you gonna be?
Yeah, it is. This is crazy.
I don't think he makes it.
Oh my Lord.
No.
Who would you laugh if they try to beat you? Shout out to the infamous P-Lo. Who would you laugh if they try to beat you?
Huh?
Who would you laugh at if they tried to beat you?
What you mean, like celebrity?
Yeah, just the most random, like who, Stevie J or like Vern Troyer, rest in peace. Like many was like, bitch, I'm about to smack you.
I would believe him because they said he had the temper from hell. I jump back like Bernie Mac and be like, well, bust a motherfucking move.
Yeah.
Burn Troy.
Would you be scared of Mr. Parker?
Who?
Would you be scared of Mr. Parker? Mr. Parker, the little midget from Bad Santa. I don't know his name.
Nah.
Y'all want to be scared of him?
Nah.
He hit you with one of them
No,
red.
he played, what was it?
I don't know.
Something on Martin. He was the boss of all the little midgets. Remember, he was coming
No,
from Martin.
he wasn't the boss.
Low down, no good.
Bushwick Bill was the boss.
Okay, right. So no.
Low down, no good was Gary Coleman.
No, it wasn't.
Yes.
It wasn't.
Low
It
down,
was
no good was Gary
You're
Coleman.
right. You're
He
right.
was Mr. Parker was the muscle. He pulled out the
He was the nunchuck.
nunchucks dude.
I knew he was in one of
Hey,
them.
would y'all be scared of him?
Oh no, and he played the husband on Friday.
That's Mr. Parker.
See, there you go.
Mr. Parker, Winter Ready. What's up? What's up? All right, we're about to finish up our first recording on Instagram. I recorded another one. Facebook, we love you. Stay with us. YouTube, same thing. About to play a little music for you. Let you jam a little bit, and then we'll be right back with Blueprint Radio. This is your boy The Vision with Tasty. Peeping through the corner of my eye. And of course, Just Star over there popping all types of things, y'all. But let's do this music. We'll be back. Blueprint. We the shit. Shit.
We the shit.
That a bitch.
Ow. It's definitely my phone. I don't know what he's doing now, right? He got like 3 of them out right now that's actually popping. I'm like, he's trying to make a comeback. He got his new hairline. And now I'd have been mad if I was him and Nikki putting my business out. You go at your ex nigga all you want and talk about his jacked up hairline, but you got to tell the world that you told me where to go get a hairline transplant, bitch. Mind your business. Shut the fuck up.
That's hard, man.
I'm saying that's what I said if I was a tiger. Don't put me on Front Street because that nigga doing some shit to make you mad.
Money like a shower, that's my rain dance. And we all in black,
That's that.
like it's game
I'm dancing or
Say the
I'm.
wrong words, you be hangman.
Oh, okay, I'm tripping.
Like it's
I was tripping. I was like,
what kind of car you in? City to my
My father said he liked my hair.
what's up, Pop?
This is what he commented on my live.
It's all the same like Mary
Carlos. What's up, Los? Hey, holla at me, boy. Shout out to Carlos Reynolds. Hey, Los, what's up? Thanks for coming through, baby.
But he ain't like me. Look
Look at P-Bo. What it do, baby? Eddie Winslow was soft as Drake. Just Star Crazy. I like crazy women, LOL. Oh, man. Just Star, I got a fan. Just Star, I got a fan. Just Star, I got a
Come on out to the bowling alley on Saturday.
Hey, you just got invited, cuz of to the bowling alley. Hold on, let me get that right there so you can see it.
Look.
Show your references.
No. So anyway,
Just the outline.
You can get a taste.
So anyway,
What you did
if
see
you
that?
did not know, Just Star's birthday is this Saturday, September 1st.
You want me to
Yay!
make that announcement?
So, yeah, we will be partying at Rinaldi's Bowl
Yeah, that's cool.
in Riverdale, Maryland. Google it. All are welcome. Come out, get your ass busted in some bowling right quick. Take a couple shots, get on the pool table, let me kick ass, you know. Throw a little bet on it, this shot, whatever. Just come through and holler at us. We gonna be partying.
I invited everybody. Y'all heard that? So, you know, I know there's some of y'all that just got out. You in that zone? I'm in that zone, Ray. Go ahead, boy. Go ahead, boy. Hey, appreciate y'all sticking with us, man. Appreciate y'all coming through your patronage. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. Look at that stuff. Look at it. Over there. Instagram. Well, look at Tasty. Look at it. Like, wait to the Yes, she is. Great into it, you know what I mean? Like you just start, you know, when they popping. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Available at Tasty Treats on Instagram. Look at that. Sir. Crazy. It's superfluous. It's ridiculous. Racks on racks on racks.
He said he looked like an extra in a Spanish movie.
Who said that?
Cool.
That's why you over there talking that shit to you over there.
Nah, he put it on yours. You
Yeah,
missed
you
it.
put it on mine.
That's yours. You just missed it. See that? That's you.
Oh,
You
possibly.
missed it.
Quite possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you have a point. All right, here we come. That was Tiger. And that boy Offset with Taste. I don't know what they was tasting, but it gave him some talent for a second. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. For those of you that stayed with us throughout the, shout out to Rated DR 352. But thank you for all those that stayed with us. Shout out to Ray Andrews album. We're back again. Here with the two lovely ladies, Tasty and Just Star. They over here ganging up on me, y'all, but I'm holding it down like a real G, because it's that gang shit. You know what I'm saying? They can't bend my will up in here. So this next topic they made me say. So what they said was, shout out to YouTube. I know you're listening on NLGradio.com, but you can't call in. We got the phone lines open. Call in, baby. Call in. Let us know what you think, what you want. 844-498-2755. 844-498-2755. Let us know what's on your mind. We might talk to you, or we might hang up on you, or we might carry you. But either way, it's entertaining for me. So, y'all, I'm a little sad. I'm sad, ladies. You know my bottom lip look dope. It's the end of summer.
Yeah, summer came and went faster than human.
It did, man.
Really? It felt like it dragged on for me.
Came like a nigga that just came home. Quickly. It left. It left, man. I'm going, man. Summer is.
I haven't done anything all summer.
No splash parks. I haven't even swum.
I have season passes and stuff.
But you know, I think that's not really. I think that's just an older thing. You know what I mean? Like as we get older, like other things take priority. You know what I'm saying? Well, all right.
What just happened?
I don't know. I don't know what happened, y'all. We had something happen. I don't know. This was like that alarm when Oprah was interviewing Michael Jackson. It was a bench alarm, y'all. But summer's over. What did y'all do? What did y'all get to do this summer?
I did. I got some tattoos.
Yes.
Let me go live on Facebook.
Yeah, she's about to go live on Facebook talk about her tats. She got tatted at it. You know what I did? I did some lawn work. We went to Bed Bath and Beyond.
I went there.
Did some back to school shopping.
I
Checked
went to
out.
the beach for the first time.
You went to the beach? Which one?
Virginia Beach?
Oh, from Hampton.
Oh, okay.
How was
Yeah,
that?
I literally woke up at 3 in the morning and was like, make a run with me when I woke back up. We was at the beach, but it was cool. I liked
Okay.
it.
I
Shout out
was,
to
I
who that can
realized,
take star.
I realized I was
You wanna-
scared of the
Now I'm
ocean.
alive.
I realized that I was scared of the ocean. But I liked it. I like this. Like, you know that the world is a big place, but if you've never been out in the wide open,
Right.
like the beach, then you really don't get an understanding of that. And I've been on boats and stuff like that, but I've never been on a cruise. So like, I've always been limited to small spaces, but to stand on that beach and just look around, it was definitely dirtier than I expected. Shout out to television for making us think shit is what it's not. I had no understanding.
That, they digitally take out the trash, the homeless people and the piss.
The homeless people.
And
And I didn't know there was
Wow,
such a
shit.
large crab population either. Like, you could not walk anywhere on the beach without stepping on crab shells. And not like I cracked it and I ate it, but like really broke up.
right.
Like, they out here. I wasn't expecting that
That shit
either.
is wild, but you know what else is wild?
Sea lice.
Jellyfish. Sea lice.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
It's
What the fuck
jelly.
is a sea lice? Oh.
Okay, so
Okay.
so there's an outbreak literally right now in a lot of the oceans and on the beaches, and the CDC is telling you to be careful
Of
because
sea
it
lice.
gives you, because it gives you painful rashes and they sting.
Not jellyfish.
They are jellyfish.
Okay.
It's just a new name for it because they're a lot smaller.
Man.
It's basically baby jellyfish,
That's some bullshit.
embryo
That, we
jellyfish.
should have had that, and that's that bullshit. I can't even go swim now.
Man, I sent it to you.
Like, if
I
you
put
watch,
scary bullshit.
here's the thing. Like, ID channel plays a lot at home and Discovery, so I don't want to leave the house half the time. I want to have one of them masks like the Asian people do. Like,
I want
I'm
to
scared of
travel so
everything.
bad. There's so
Travel
much that I
where?
want to do that I'm scared of.
Get a bus pass.
No, I've done the bus, I've done the train.
All
I
right.
haven't been on a plane since I was 8 years old, so I would like to fly somewhere again.
Well, my birthday's coming up.
I don't
What
know
you
if that was
doing?
an invitation or a request.
Huh?
In November.
In November? Okay.
Thanksgiving.
Birthday
I'll
soon.
drop it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not gonna
Speaking
be
of
nothing too
dropping,
major where we can't pick up and do it real quick and come back. It's gonna be like a 3-day thing. I can't take off that long.
true.
Okay, cool.
Speaking of drop it, did you have something that you wanted to drop? What we doing this weekend?
What are we doing?
No, I don't get off till.
Oh, yes. Damn. Late. I got off before I came.
Oh, geez.
No. She put her head all the way back. There's no way back. But no, actually, there is an event that is occurring this weekend, y'all. And it is occurring at Rinaldi's Bowling Alley. Most of y'all listening know what that is.
Saturday
Rinaldi. Shout out to Paul Bowen, man. He said that sounds like an STD. Not Rinaldi's, but sea
Yeah,
lice.
sea lice.
And you got sea lice in your crotch. But at Rinaldi's Bowling Alley in Riverdale, Maryland, on Kenilworth Avenue. Most of y'all know where it is, but you can Google it. There will be a birthday event for We the Shit's very own Just Star. Yes, indeed.
Happy
Star will
birthday,
be turning
me.
21.
Virgo Nation.
Yes. Shout out, thank you. Coop says happy birthday, Star.
Thank you, Coop.
Excuse me, y'all.
Oh my God.
I always want to do that, man. I
Just
don't know
turned me
why.
from a hood chick to a white
I know.
woman.
I don't know why. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me, man. But
Oh, it's an all-white affair.
all white,
So,
which means
look
all the
for-
black people
for-
stay at home.
Oh. Look for the crowd dressed in all white.
Now, is there a particular type of clothing, Just Star, that the all white people have to wear?
The all-white people.
You said it's an all white party.
All-white attire affair.
All white attire. So what do they? I mean, does the attire matter? Like, can they have like a white beater and some white boxer briefs and some white socks? Can they have a white lab coat? You know, Star, let us know. Can they
You
have
know
a
how
white
you're
Eddie
supposed to
Bauer?
look when you step out.
Virgo
You
Nation.
know.
Okay, so they can have on like a white. Now, can there be hints of black? Like, can they have a white bandana?
I mean, that's on them.
Okay, all right. I'm
And he's if you
Just
if
do
you have
not wear linen because that's gonna be a wrinkled party just one at a time walking on the door.
This dude
Like
here
a folded flag.
asking all them questions happens to be part of the hashtag Virgo Nation too, if you couldn't
I don't know
tell
what she's talking
by
about.
his particularness.
My particularness
All right.
is what she stated. That
Yeah.
I'm part of some Virgo conspiracy on the world.
He is.
And it's the truth.
Y'all
It's
ain't
the truth.
never heard him admit to being wrong
No,
on this
'cause I'm not.
show. See?
Because I never am.
Who that sound like, y'all?
And give me my $12.
Them no good
Give me my
Virgos.
$12 because you bet me Royal Cash will be late today. So I need that. I need that back. I need that back.
Is she here yet?
I don't know, I got a text message that said she was.
She
Did
said that
she
from
see
home.
you?
She's wandering the halls. Right now, right now, Royal Cash is wandering the hallways of Next Level Radio. Along like an apparition is what's happening right now.
Y'all lucky I'm feeling good from this drink that Miss Tasty made me, because I low-key take the travel mic and run in the hall and find her. I'll
You
give
can
y'all
still
an
do that.
exclusive. I don't know how long range the mic is.
That's what she said.
Nasty
Sipping on some
bastard.
scissor. This song is appropriate right now.
It was appropriate when we was discussing Wayne.
It's true. Wayne, front your skin, my brother. What is wrong? What's going on, baby? But how was y'all summer? Come in the comments. Let me know. Lingerie for the ladies. Look at Paul Bowen getting turned up out here. What were y'all summer memories? Like I said, you know, what did y'all do this summer? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people at home, Star.
All I did was tattoos. That's
Tattoo. Well, tell the people about the tattoos. How, what, when, where,
I
why,
go
and
to,
pain level. And did you finish?
Oh Lord, here he
Lord,
goes.
I mean, I went and
Man, I like
I think I've
that.
done like 4 tattoos
Over the summer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And shout out to my man Oliver
Oliver
Pierre.
West.
Pierre tattoos.
Oliver Pierre Tattoos. He will come to you.
He's in South Carolina.
If you're in
He's
South Carolina.
South Carolina, that's where he's at.
So you went down there each time or you got them all done?
No,
the
well,
same
we were doing like a tattoos and treats thing for a little while this summer. We did. I
Oh,
went down
innovative.
there. Yeah, so tattoos
Right.
and treats.
Look at
and
you.
then, yeah.
Interstate, nationwide. Y'all better get them while they're getting good. You might not be able to get at this lady shortly.
Goose Creek, South Carolina.
Goose
Yeah,
Creek.
Need some tattoos for Oliver Pierre.
Goose Creek. That sounds like it's a lot of stuff in mason jars. Goose Creek.
It's really pretty.
I bet it is.
Yeah,
Sounds
It's an
beautiful.
island. Yeah, it's like an island. It's really, really pretty.
That sounds beautiful.
It's beautiful up there.
That
It's
sounds
really
beautiful.
peaceful.
I
Every
like
time I
it.
go out there, we have a ball. It's just,
A ball.
we ain't have our.
That's the Hamptons of South Carolina.
Is it?
I'm just saying
Okay.
the way she described it.
Are they alligators?
Uh-huh.
Are they alligators? Tell the people. Don't send the people down there. And they gotta be
Why are
like,
you looking at me?
they gotta be like that dude from
She
Swamp
was
People.
telling you about being there. Why are you looking at me?
Tell us see Swamp People.
No.
No.
No, there was a beach and it's really pretty.
Really? Oh, I heard South Carolina's very pretty.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's very racist, but very pretty. Very
Found out
racist.
that
They
man
will
Jim
spit in
Crow.
your coffee in South Carolina.
Oh, yeah,
They'll
man.
let you know. If you're from South Carolina, then you good.
I mean, well, it's hospitality though. Hospitality was
Yeah.
dope, you know.
Yeah, they'll tell you thank you come again after they spit in your sweet tea. But
I didn't
you
know.
know, I'm just
I heard
joking.
no, I was like, no, wait,
I'm
wait.
just joking.
We don't want to discourage them from going
No,
there.
please go down to Goose Creek. They have a vibrant tourist community. You can buy garden gnomes. You can get what they call dream catchers. You can get hand-laced moccasins. All types of stuff.
Tattoos.
Tattoos, tasty treats,
No.
mhm,
Have you ever
and
went
every
to the
part of the
South?
hog. Go ahead.
Have you ever went to the South and went to this market called Nahunta?
No.
You either? So it's in Wilson, North Carolina.
Mhm.
The market sells nothing but pig.
I
Any
would never. I
any
would-
type of ham that you can think of, that's it. It's a pig market. And if you want to pay a little extra money, you can go in the back and pick out your pig to be slaughtered.
Shout out to the Shout out to all the chitlin eaters out there. All of y'all with high blood pressure.
I'm so sorry. I love you though. You know I love you, Jay.
When was the last time you had pork bacon?
Oh man.
And that bacon is pork bacon.
Oh shit. 2 days ago.
There it is. See, I love when people say that I don't eat pork
No,
and they
no,
eat
no,
a bacon,
see,
egg, and
I mean,
cheese right in front of me. That, oh,
I
sausage is pork?
literally only eat it maybe 2-3 times out of the year.
Okay.
I don't eat ham. I just can't. I don't eat beef either.
Do you celebrate holidays? Do you celebrate the holidays?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta have ham.
She was
Like
like,
when
what?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you said it so fast. I was like, wait, what?
My bad.
No, yeah,
My
I do
lips were
celebrate
blurred.
holidays and usually, you know, I used to go down with some ham, but
Yes.
like I don't eat pork or beef.
Mm.
And, but you know, a lot of people really can't. We're not even really supposed to eat beef. We can't digest that. It's like 50 pounds of undigested.
It's about showing your dominance over an animal.
I mean, I guess.
That cow was like 6,000 pounds, and I ate it. You know what I'm saying? I drank its milk,
You drink it
and I'm wearing its skin on my feet. You served a lot of purposes, cow. You know what I'm saying? And I did that. I did this to you. Look at me. I did this to you. You know what I mean?
Let me have a conversation
Hey, Cal,
with you without it making it to our mics.
Okay.
Look at today.
Well, this is what
Shout
it
out
was.
to the mystery texter.
So let me tell you what was on that
Okay,
text. Number
Mr.
one, it was
Cal.
from 202 555
Look, you saw my house.
My
Wait a
what?
minute. Put that number on there.
That's crazy.
For me, because I fell right into that one.
You did fall right into
My
that.
eyes popped. I heard 202. I'm like,
I didn't do my next time too. Like what?
The first
he
the
got
sad
us
part-
good. Got girl code real quick. I don't
The
know.
sad part was Casey started writing down. So, you want to your agenda is, baby.
Stop it.
Shout out to Shells Renee. Shout out to Nathan, Next Level Marshall.
Hey.
Coming in the Facebook Live. There it is. The man been up here.
Wash popping.
Right. We're up here from scratch like Paul Bunyan, making all types of things in here.
Yes,
Oh,
make
but we'll be
moves.
back. We're going to play a little music for you and you enjoy it. And we'll be back after this break.
Blueprint Radio.
It's right. Look at my man, Tay Graham. What's up, Tay? What's good with you, baby?
Oh, you want to know?
How we doing, man? We over here chilling? We got laid back today, man. Tay, how we doing, man? Let me know. I know you want to be honest to me. You doing all right over here? How you like Miss Tasty? Look at Miss Tasty, man. Let me hold that up for you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the tongue in the air. Look. Look at that. Tongue in the air, you know?
Oh my God.
Tay Graham, how we doing, baby? What's up? Who's still with us on Facebook? Oh, Bowen. Look at Benita.
Debo.
Ebo, everybody with us. Even YouTube. Ridiculous. Look at
I thought this was Cardi B. I like it like that. I'm about to say, I like it like that.
How we doing, Tay? Let me know. No, I'm asking. I'm sorry. Look at you. Thanks, my girl. I've been with her for the minute reason that she leave me hanging, yo.
Sorry.
I think give me a week jump.
Wait.
There, here we go. Scratch me with it down there. That was a ride. Shout out to Stray Cats. Rob Wonder. Go to Stray Cats. On the internet, you see what they do. They do everything. They do beats, music, parties, party buses. Holla at my man. That's Fairmont Heights. Shorter man. I know. You should have came up here. Hey, Brian said we're doing good. He's hypercritical. And a woman.
Thanks, Tay.
Same as just started.
Hey, Tay. Pop. It don't make no sense. These cameras. I need a piece of tape down everywhere. Man, yes.
thought you would like this, Jennifer.
I do. I told you. I thought it was. I liked it like that when I first heard it.
Right.
This is her and Jennifer Lopez.
Take Ryan said happy birthday.
Thank you. You coming out Saturday?
Saturday. Tasty. If Casey's going out there and slide, man, they might have to barricade the doors.
I'm taking Casey skating with me.
Girls and dudes fighting and everything.
Have her bounce that big old thing on some skates.
Randomly and trees.
Yeah.
Freezing right now.
Bad.
I am. I'm terrible. I'm such an instigator. That's why I'm good right now.
Yeah.
I need to get back to the show at some point. But we got 14 seconds. I don't even know what's going next. Oh, it's Smoke Edition. Gotta get serious. Now, thank you for chilling with us. Coming back. We the shit. You hear with Division Star and Tasty. We love each and every one of y'all that's been sticking with us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube as well. And we'll never forget you people that's tuned into NLGradio.com. All of you make us what we are, and we appreciate you. I know I said it before, but I'm going to say it again, because we love our fans, don't we, ladies?
Yes,
We love every one of y'all. We want to reach out and touch some of y'all. Some of y'all, we going to
I'm too high for
put
this
y'all
shit.
on the FBI list, because y'all are a little weird. But this is a kind of serious topic. This is the woke part of the show. We always have a serious topic, and this topic actually was submitted by a friend of mine, DB, because we were having a conversation that pertained to his life and pertained to this subject. And we got into a conversation about kids these days. Not necessarily kids, but young adults, teenagers, 20-somethings, even 30-somethings that are not out there doing for themselves. And don't get me wrong, if you're in school, you're grinding, you might have a business, you're trying to save for a house, of course. Your parents are here for that. I'm a parent and I would let kids do that. But what I'm seeing is people not letting, and it's men and women. Even though women are the majority and they get the kind of billboard treatment on it. But parents are not teaching their kids how to fish. They're fishing for them. Whether it's a way of making sure they never leave them, or whether it's a kind of way to give back to them for what they thought they didn't get. But I'm seeing that a lot. And I'm seeing a lot of these young men and young women ill-prepared to handle the world. And that's not cool. Because a lot of parents, when I talk to them about it, they'll say, well, I want to take care of them, or I want to do that, I should be able to do that. But what if something happens to you? And you have an adult that's there that doesn't know how to take care of themselves. So the scenario that we spoke of was a young person that didn't have a job. So it was how to motivate them to go get a job and not just have their hand out. Well, go ahead, Tasty.
I feel like some of that is solely based off of what they see.
Mm-hmm.
If they're comfortable with begging, then that must mean they've seen it somewhere.
Absolutely.
Children are sponges. I don't have any children, but children are sponges. So in order to teach them something, you have to have a motivation to do that yourself.
I don't always think it's that. I think that's a taught. I do think what you see absolutely is imperative and a big part of a child growing up and learning things, because children learn from their eyes, not their ears. But it's also what's cultivated. If you don't teach responsibility and working and earning things from a young age, then it becomes more and more difficult as the child gets older. Now, the scenario we came up with was how to make, like, say you have a child at home that's not working. Well, and not 14, 15, say I'm talking about a grown child. They're not in school, They're over 18, they're grown. They don't have a plan, and they're just sitting there, they need to have one. So the first thing you do is you don't give them money. You don't give them money. I mean, not one penny. You don't give them money because you earn money. So the lesson is to earn money. So say for instance, they have a car. Then they gotta work to pay that car note. If you're not in school or you're not doing something positive with your life, then you work to pay that. If you want gas money, no, I'm not gonna give you gas money. You're gonna work for this gas money. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you $5 an hour. I'm gonna give you less than minimum wage. And then you're never gonna, if you're hungry, you're gonna work and we're gonna go to the food line. And it sounds harsh, but it's what the world would do to you.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to do for our kids, because we're making them ill prepared, not only for corporate America, not only to go out there and compete in jobs and give them realistic expectations. And because the thing about raising a spoiled child is they don't know how to, it's not that they don't know how to go get it, they don't know how to work. They don't know what to do when they get in a job. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now you can't move up like you want. You might not even keep the job. You don't know how to interact with them. You haven't been taught how to go to work and have due diligence and be a good employee because you're not teaching them how to be a good person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I mean by like they have to be taught that because you have to show them that.
Right.
You know, they have to be shown that. If they don't, like, I feel like if you don't show work ethic, if you always going to grandma and getting money from grandma
Right.
so that they can get food for the night or for the week or whatever, and grandma is always doing, and
Right.
they don't see you getting up, going to work. They don't see you making an effort for them to eat outside of going to their grandmother. So naturally, they're gonna come to you for. It's just a cycle. Like grandmother takes care of y'all. Of course, they're gonna come to you after.
Right.
Like who else are they gonna have after grandma's gone or after whoever's taking care of you
Absolutely.
is gone?
So I think that's where the family structure, has to kind of be redesigned. And I think sometimes we have, I don't want to say, I don't like to give it credence, but it's almost like a slave mentality or a reconstruction mentality, I should say, where, we feel that we have to stick together, like the old country people, like they didn't move very far. Auntie lived on the land, so but we don't have to be on top of each other. It's okay to be apart. It's okay to branch off because some parents make their kids feel guilty
Yeah.
and don't want them to leave.
Yeah, and then that's weird too. Like, why? Why don't you want them to be productive? Because you're not going to be there all the time to protect them from this, or you're not going to be there to, if they get fired and pay these bills after a while, because you still got to maintain as a parent with your household and your bills, and like, you can't take care of 2 or 3 or however many households.
And it becomes a household.
This economy is not going to allow you to do that.
But I think that also comes from a lack of financial understanding by us. We always think we're going to have it.
That's true.
Because we haven't been taught how to manage and invest and how our money actually works and what it represents and what it will represent in the future. Like, if you're in a 401k, for instance, and the first thing they ask you is how much money do you want a year when you retire? What they don't tell you is that's not until you die. That's a fixed amount of years, maybe 10, maybe 15, maybe 20. And so, like a gentleman called me the other day, he said, man, they told me I have $100,000 a year. I said, you're thinking of that in today's terms. In the future terms, with the way the economy is going and everything and the lack of resources, that'll probably be the equivalent of $25,000. So can you live on $25,000 now? Hell no. You're not going to be able to live off of that. So you have to have like 2 or 3 401ks, which means you can't be popping bottles.
Like, people don't understand about stocks and bonds either, and like, none of that. Like, you should. We need to expand beyond what they think is just monetary and the cash that they print out, because there's more wealth than just the money that they print. There's wealth in these stocks, and there's wealth in these bonds, and there's wealth in just investments and everything. Like, there's wealth everywhere. You just have to find a way to get it.
Capital gains,
yeah,
people.
You gotta gain. Like, okay, say something happens and we don't have our resources outside of the United States anymore. We need to start building within. Like, learn how to make these soaps and learn how to make these deodorants and these lotions and all this other stuff that we're getting in. And learn how to make these microphones and everything. Learn how to do that we don't need outside parts. Like, learn how to make the parts on the inside. Like, do something over there.
Well, that supports, that has to do with the greed though too.
Yeah.
Like we don't want to do it. You know,
Of course not.
for some reason we
Is
figured
that
out
greed or is it lazy?
it's greed that turned into malaise. It bred the laziness because greed made somebody feel that why should I do it when I can pay somebody else to do it? That's what greed made it did. And what we have where there's a lack of a lot of things because spirituality was used to control us and because there's a lack of that spirituality we feel like there's a lack of a creator or religion or something right now. And I think it's just it's a breakdown of society. I think society is imploding and has to be reborn again because we've gotten to the point where we've gotten far away from self-sustenance. We cannot self-sustain ourselves whatsoever. My wife thinks I'm weird, because I watch shows like, Alaska, The Last Frontier.
No, that's not weird.
Things
I
of
don't
these.
think that's weird.
Because I want to know. I want to know if something happens tomorrow, if the lights go out tomorrow.
You need to know how to be able to deal with it.
98% of the people would panic and probably would perish off the face of the earth.
Like the video with the little girl that didn't know how to use a rotary phone.
Right,
Like what?
right.
Why don't our kids know how to use a regular landline phone? Like that's, what are they, if anything were to happen, what are most of these people?
Well, some things are technology. I mean, we didn't know how to use a Victrola and those type of things. You know what I mean?
What is that?
Exactly. Exactly. So some
You know
things
what
are.
that is,
Yeah. I just think. I mean, we don't mean to get gloom and doom, and it doesn't necessarily have to be that. We just have to take an example of, say, the gorillas. And if you watch a gorilla mother with her cub, child, kid, whatever you call it, they're always teaching, always instructing, always showing. Yes, we as humans have the ability to love and our higher beings, so we can, have fun and roller skate and bowl and things of that nature. But that doesn't mean that we're so advanced that we got away from those lessons. We should always be teaching our kids, always correcting them, always showing them a proper way to do things, because the purpose of that is I need you to be as self-sufficient as possible in case something happens to me. Don't teach these kids to be completely dependent on you, and then if you die, or God forbid, you become incapacitated, if you become disabled, then who will care for you? Because you didn't have enough money to put in the supplemental insurance for you, because you spent it all on your grown kids. That's what we gotta understand. And it's not about not giving your kids a helping hand. You gotta give your kids the helping hand. Shout out to Tay Ryan. He does the same thing. He said, working. And that's what we need to do. That's what we do. We shouldn't shield our kids from what we go through every day. That they're stressing going to work every day. They're stressing eating shit from a boss, a person. They're stressed watching someone else who get the promotion over you. Is stressed with what have you done for me lately. And you know what? Ain't nobody faking than your boss when corporate come around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But you deal with that on a day-to-day basis. Stress, wondering how you're gonna feed the kids this week. It's stress when you overspend. It's stress when something comes up, a water heater breaks, or your AC breaks, or your car breaks down. And we need to stop shielding them from that. No, we shouldn't take it out on them, but they should share that burden because they are part of the parental family unit. And that's what we gotta do as a people. And we would be less stressed because these little youngins will understand and they wouldn't do stuff to get on our damn nerves. They'd be doing stuff trying to help the family. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree, just, some parents have kids like that, but they're a little too young to share in it. I think that's the main thing. In the Black community, we have a catch-22 because although you're 100% right about teaching your child to fish, you have about 50% of the hood who don't teach their child how to fish on their own.
Absolutely.
But then you have the other 50% forcing their kids to grow up too soon.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of grown, hot in the behind little young girls, and they don't even know what they're doing.
But that's the same
and
thing
proper
though.
meaning.
But that's the same thing. That's from not being taught how to live.
Well, I'm not
It's the
disagreeing
same
with
thing,
you.
yeah.
I'm just saying, there is an overabundance of
Children who are
mommy and
raising
daddy
themselves.
dependent kids. That too.
And that comes from grown children who weren't prepared themselves, going out here and being irresponsible. Males mostly, but females too.
Females,
Females, absolutely, because it takes two to tango. We need to stop all the Stellas got a groove backs, and what was Stella doing? You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah,
You know,
but at
we
the
gotta
same-
really put both parties gotta be held responsible. We gotta stop being able to say, well, he did this or she did that. No, y'all did that, and y'all gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with y'all. The hood should be all good because everybody look like us, but it's not because of Willie Lynch and a whole lot of other things, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Each one teach one. We've got away from that principle.
I like to play devil's advocate here.
Okay, go ahead.
Now,
Go ahead,
this
play.
is not my, this is not my personal belief, but I
Okay.
see it a lot online. And it is Willie Lynch, because a lot of darker skinned people have a problem when the lighter skinned people stand up and say exactly what you just said. And they're like, well, shit.
And I'm
sure
mixed, so
you
they
could-
gonna get mad
But
at
the
me.
point is, they feel like, sure, you could feel that way because you didn't get the worst end of the deal. You wasn't dark.
Bob Johnson dark,
In the house, you wasn't in the field.
Oprah dark. We all in the field, regardless of being in the house. You think that was pleasurable being in the house? Fucking master. You know what I'm saying? Washing up masters, what woman?
Well,
No,
first
it
of
was
all-
all garbage.
First of all, I
Because
made
you
it clear
were
that wasn't
servitude.
that wasn't my personal opinion. I agree with you, but
I'm with you.
I had to put
You're
out
playing
there
devil's
my
advocate.
opinion.
But that's also, if you have that opinion, then you're still being affected by Willie Lynch. And if you want to see why you have that opinion, look up Willie Lynch. And then we can come together and turn this world on its ear because it's waiting for us to be able to do that. You feel me?
Absolutely.
That's just my opinion. What do y'all think? Come in the comments. I'm getting off my high horse. I'm gonna play some music for y'all. And then after that music, we getting into bedtime stories, which I know a lot of y'all been waiting on. Alright? So enjoy our little music break. Enjoy our little, I don't know. What is it? This is actually somebody we were talking about earlier. Young dude. I actually like it, but it's not enough to give Birdman enough money to pay back Lil Wayne.
I like his music. I don't like his dresses.
Still in dresses and shit. Blueprint Radio, we the shit. Listen to this music and we'll be back.
I'm too goddamn mad.
Really?
Really, really. I had to get up and go to the bathroom.
That's why
I
Tasty
feel like
like
I'm
I was
almost
worried. I was worried she was gonna go there and pull a Lee Ice and Tasty gonna have to sneak out the back again. Tasty, I was like, what Tasty got? Cause she scaled the window.
No, she had.
I got some pictures for you.
Yeah. I thought she said cash section since she was here.
Yeah, I think she was checking this out.
Oh, she's somewhere else.
Yeah,
She does
she said
post
she
it.
had class. That was the last I said.
Gotta get some ass. That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like. Do y'all believe Royal Cash is in class or is she up to some ass? Y'all know she's the master of the gorilla press. The gorilla press. Yeah, she has some chips. Look at y'all. This is
You
like-
are-
I'm sober. This is like I'm extremely sober.
Not even close.
Do y'all believe I'm sober?
Not even.
Tay Grind. Y'all look sober. You know me, brother.
Take a piece. I've never had Chick-fil-A.
She said that's me one time. She said you
Yeah,
want
I've never had Chick-fil-A.
Oh my God.
Probably doesn't like Spanish people. That's why she don't like people half the time.
Horrible.
So I hate to get you to catch stuff late. She catches most of it on time, but then every now and then she like, you stupid as shit.
Oh Lord, so she about to do some kinky shit.
Really? Really, Ron? Look at this, Ron. Look at this. Look at this shit, Ron. Damn. I want some sauce on it.
Why you gotta be so kinky?
I thought you said, why you add a BC?
Yeah.
Look at this shit, y'all. Look at this. This is my work environment. That's my current situation. Ron Dizzle.
Okay.
It's good, right? I just get it like extra. I get it fried.
That's ridiculous.
This is the most fried I can do right now. Birthday coming up. I won't plan on being here. Going somewhere. We can fry half last somewhere.
goodness, I need this to come down, or I will not be able to participate in bedtime stories. I'm literally trying to stay awake.
Well, the thing is, stop drinking.
I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, you need way more water than that.
I know. This is a lot, boy.
This is Lee Ice. Check it out, baby.
Oh, boy, that
Don't
was
feel bad no more, baby.
whatever.
Don't feel bad no more. Alright, y'all ready?
Nope.
I don't know what's happening. Time to slow down at Blueprint Radio.
Good. What time is it? A little after 10.
Right on time, Mike. That was Young Thugger and Young Stoner. Some song.
Young stoner.
Young Stoner. Y'all, this is The Vision, and we're back with We The Shit Radio, and now this is one of the shows called Bedtime Stories, where we talk about love. I know it was. Love, sex, relationships, and everything in between. We got Tasty in the house from Tasty Treats. You can go to her Instagram. Tasty Treats at Instagram, and you will be where Star is right now. It's a from what Star told me during the break. It's a spiritual Madam T, former guest, rap star extraordinaire. Thank you for coming through. So now that we're slowing it down, we're gonna go to Just Star first. And the first topic, which was by popular demand, people wanted some instruction. Now we talked about this, but we kind of got into some other conversations. But people wanted us, start giving the bell, wanted us to revisit this, and it's flirting. And what people said, while they enjoyed how we talked about flirting, they wanted some more instruction. Mostly men, 100 men, they say we love you. Mostly men. I think for women have this kind of chemical underlying language that's so complex that they barely understand it. And that men have to try to crack this code sometimes. And each woman is wonderfully different and an individual. That's hard because sometimes you might see one and not be able to have the time to ascertain that or present yourself properly, so you have to pique the woman's interest. So Just Star, you're someplace. You may see a man that's not your type, or you're not even thinking about because you got something on your mind. What could this man do for you in a flirtatious way to let you know he's interested?
I don't know. No, I'm serious, because like every dude is
Yes.
different, you feel me? You might have
Star,
5 dudes that all look different,
we know.
hit you with the same pickup line or all buy you a drink, but
Okay.
it's not gonna
Just
work.
let's
for
try
everybody.
it. Let's try, and we know that. We don't want to break anybody's heart and shoot down their dreams right now. So what we want to do is kind of try to generalize it. Let's generalize it. Let's not look at you because you're a complex being. Let's look at the average people that are out there that are walking around. And let's give them some basics that can probably get their blood pumping and maybe get some people out here doing some things together. And they wouldn't be such jerks and wouldn't cut me off on the beltway. Just start. Give me a couple quick ones.
I like gentlemen, walk up and introduce yourself
Okay,
properly.
now we're getting somewhere.
Um,
Now we're getting somewhere. So you walk up, so a gentleman walks up to you. What is the salutation like? Just to get your attention. I understand. If he's fine, he can mumble. If he's ugly, he gotta have a PhD.
You make me
But what
sick.
I'm saying is, what is the salutation? Is it, hello, how are you doing?
Absolutely,
Hey,
yes. Hello,
what it
how
do?
you doing? My name
What's
is
up, shawty?
so-and-so.
okay.
What's your name?
What up, my nigga? What?
I did not say with respect.
Yeah.
He makes me so sick. Tasty. How can a stranger flirt with you and grab your attention?
Yes.
Like you said, just proper greeting.
Proper
People
greeting.
forget what proper greeting.
Give the people an example of a proper greeting.
Like, you know, I'm approached by both sides, so it's most likely, you know, or if I'm in the middle engaged in something, excuse yourself. Like, don't just jump in the middle of my conversation
Right.
and try to introduce yourself, because I'm gonna look at you like, okay, and then introduce yourself by your name. Like, I don't want to know you as little Tay Tay. Like, who the fuck?
Yo, what up, girl? My name Black.
Who the fuck is Black? Do your
Right.
shirt?
My name. What's gonna be funny is you youngins gonna start introducing yourselves by your hashtags or your ats. Hey, girl, I'm at straight dick and you're 28.
Oh my God.
But now she makes her point. So, males, listen to what they're saying.
Females,
It-
yeah.
And females too. Because some of y'all be thinking y'all players and it's really coming off sorry.
Yeah, like.
So, we want you, what they're saying is a female, a real female. Understand something, there's a difference between a female and a girl. A real female wants you to come up with confidence. Not with your shoulders hunched back. And not all extra Viking either. Just
not
be you.
cocky. Like, don't
Be happy with who you are. You know, if you got a little cocky swag to you, just don't be disrespectful.
Yeah.
And make sure you're funny. Just come through, hey, how you doing? I'm sorry, excuse me, miss. What's your name? You know, what's that Jay-Z song? Excuse me, miss. What's your name? You know, it's not that hard. Now, let's say there can't be an introduction, okay? Say you're in a room where you can't talk. Not necessarily a theater, or maybe a symposium, maybe a play, maybe in a room at work, wherever you are that you really can't talk. Maybe you're with a man, she's with a girl, whatever. What are some nonverbals you can do to the person that's not crass, that will say, let me see what he about. I like what he did before he left the house. See what he working, or her, what she working with. Let me know. What's some non-verbals? What are some signals? What is some body language? Let me know, girl.
I'm more of a verbal person to say, because you can do like some physical stuff and I won't pay it any attention.
No, I'm hip. You haven't. We can't be verbal
We
just
can't be
yet.
verbal.
We're
Okay.
trying to get to the verbal. I'm trying to catch you on the 5-minute bathroom break. Wait till you wash your hands and come out and try to wrap you up after that. But how do I'm trying to let you know, maybe I'm shy. Maybe I don't want to get shot down, because people always say the worst thing a woman can say is no. That's not true. They can say no, loser. What the fuck made you think come over here, nigga? Blah 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 blah. So,
But then, no.
what is a nonverbal? Like I'm looking, we're in a meeting or something. You sitting in that row, I'm sitting in this row. Eyes meet. Now normally women, their first instinct when eyes meet is to look away, unless it's just a bad chick and you just confident you're a man eater and you trying to stare them down. But most women will look away at first and then look back to see if they're still looking.
I guess
So-
that would be a sign, I guess, if you look away and then look back. But I don't look away. I'm gonna look at you.
Alright,
So if you want my attention, then I'm gonna look at you.
there it is. But now again, we're not talking about the super females here, the dynamic duo. We're talking about the normals, the humans. You know?
I mean, again, like, I guess that would be more about confidence in yourself, more so in order to know when someone is trying to non-verbally get your attention.
Alright. What are some of y'all go-to flirtations? That sounds better. What are some of your go-to flirts? Let's shorten it up. Let us know. Like me, I was always scared to flirt. I want to call me out from across the room. You Batman! You didn't want that to happen, but like a wink or just a look or just a a little nod of the head or something.
Yeah, like
Just-
some
just
sort of
gauge
gesture
it.
that's not like, grabbing your nuts or something like.
So you can't grab it. Is that what you're saying?
Nut grabbing is not cool.
So there's no scenario where someone could possibly grab their testicles. What if they just drill into them? Can they grab them then and still flirt?
I would think something's in your pants at that point. What are you grabbing your balls for? What? Why are we grabbing balls?
Blue waffle. So,
Exactly, then something's in your pants.
Something up in
No,
there.
but like just
What do y'all think?
a gesture, like a head nod, or like just an eye connection, or like
how about a wink?
I mean, a wink is old fashioned, and it's still. I think it's still.
That's played?
Please.
It's
A wink is played, Star?
It's played, Star.
I don't think it's played for the average person.
It's played for me.
Give me something wild that people wouldn't think of that could probably work. Like something weird. Like could a man just walk up to you like real serious, right? Like walk up to you with a real like serious look, intense, looking like Michael
Somebody
Ealy.
has touched my elbow before, like, and made a notion of interest.
Excuse me. I'm
Yeah.
trying to take you home.
I hate that. You don't know me, don't touch me.
Yeah, I don't like when people touch me either, but somebody tried it.
It didn't work, clearly.
I don't like being touched, but I mean, it was a nice after the fact.
Oh, they rebounded.
Yeah, no, hell no.
Oh,
But
okay.
no. They just rebound from just walk. You can't walk up and touch a stranger. That's not cool.
Okay.
So no, they just, they grabbed me, excuse me, so, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay, well, one, you shouldn't walk up and touch strangers. You get cut that way.
Wow. It is. Bodily violence. I like it.
Yeah, see, I had to be nice.
Don't touch the
It
ninja.
was just reflex. And for me, I was just having a conversation. I didn't know that it was a threat.
So,
I had to move my shirt to expose my tattoo. I turned around and looked at him, was like, people get shot for less.
yes, I agree with you. Don't touch.
Someone
don't
said,
touch.
what about thrusting?
Oh my gosh.
No.
That's true.
No thrusting. We do not thrust.
So you can't from across the room. No.
Oh, no thrusting. No thrusting, guys.
Okay. So none of this.
No,
None of that.
none of the thrust.
So
None
give
of the
me,
thrust.
how would you flirt with somebody then? Let's reverse it. How would y'all flirt with somebody from across the room to let them know you're interested? Let me know. Oh, Star smirking. Star smirking. Go ahead, Star. She's smirking. Look at
No.
that. Like the
I
Joker.
mean, my flirts are different. Sometimes I'm in a goofy
Not
mood.
you, Star. We want it for the ladies. How can the ladies flirt from across the
That's
room?
what I'm talking
No,
about.
okay, go ahead, good. Sweetie, I'm sorry.
Your question was,
My
how
question
do
was-
you flirt?
How do you flirt? Yes.
Yes.
Hello,
Anyway.
baby, I love you. Boom. Go ahead.
He makes me so sick.
So petty.
Anyway.
Why you said?
I don't know. I mean, I guess my best one that I didn't even realize was a flirt at first or whatever. Everybody said I had this look that I give or whatever, right? And then it's a subtle bite of the lip while looking him up and down.
Damn. Yeah, that pretty much lets you know. Don't say nothing stupid or you can smell it.
Oh my
Tasty.
God, he did the most with that.
I did. Tasty. What do? You just give them that intense
I've
look?
never been described. No, I've never.
You've never flirted?
I mean, okay, so I guess because of my nature, I was told that I'm a natural flirt. But I just look at people and hold a conversation and just like, I guess make me like, I don't
You
know.
make them comfortable to the
Yeah,
point where
make
they want
me
to take a
comfortable.
shot.
Yeah, like I feel like
Sometimes that's bad. Like,
They go-
but sometimes that's bad because sometimes you can be so nice and outgoing that people just feel
Oh
like you like them.
yes, that's
You have to let 'em down
happened. Yeah,
easy.
and I have to, like, depending on how it goes, like, yeah, depending on how it goes, the
Okay.
letdown, it tailors on the letdown because sometimes people will be aggressive when you're not interested, or some people will just bow down gracefully.
Yeah, stop doing that. Stop doing that out there.
Yeah, stop
Stop
doing
doing
that. That
That's
aggression
bad
is
shit.
not.
If you're a real man and you see another male doing that, punch him.
Yeah, like, and with my situation is
This is what you do when you say no,
someone
ladies.
says she stares and smiles.
And I like that. Who is that?
Melissa.
Tell her come on the camera. Sexy like Melissa.
Terrible.
We love you. Thank you. That was wonderful. Baby. Stand, smile all you want. You know what you do, ladies, though? When you want to reject a guy, this is what you do. You let him down very gently, very easily, very soft, and as nice as you can, while simultaneously hitching your crotch. It will not go that bad. It'll go away.
We're not. Don't scratch your balls. Don't scratch.
No, not scratching your ball. I'm talking about the ladies. When you're letting a guy down, and you're saying, no, I'm not really interested.
Oh yeah, do the scratch.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
then I don't. Wait.
You know what? Because there's dirty dudes out
Backfire.
here.
I don't-
Yeah, because there's some dirty dudes out here. Oh, I
That's
want to use a rubber
nice.
band.
No,
Look.
no.
I got that shit too, girl.
Dante said,
Dante.
they be acting crazy about rejection. Yeah, they really
Yeah, they do, man. Like, man, y'all be tripping, man. Like, y'all
No
gotta
matter how
stop doing
nice
that.
Yeah, no matter how nice you can be, like you get called all kind of bags of bitches after a while,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
I had
That's
that
crazy.
happen before.
That's
right.
right.
In high school.
Scratching your crotch.
Damn. It is sexy scratching your crotch. Crotch scratching, y'all. That's the new flirting of 2019.
Scratch your crotch.
Start New Year's Eve. Scratch it in the cold. Come in the comments, y'all. Call in 844-498-2755. Let us know what you like to be, how you like to be macked on, and what you'd like to do to mack. Ladies, you strong, powerful, and you don't care about letting a man know you trying to, let us know. Come on in here. We want to hear your stories too. One night stands. No, just joking. But, no.
Those might get crazy.
Yeah, but I was having a little moment this week when I was doing the music. So this next song is kind of special. I'm not gonna tell you who's on it. I just want y'all to listen to it and love it. And we'll be back right after that, okay? Bedtime stories. Ain't that right, lady?
That's right.
Damn. We'll be back. I'm grabbing that money. Don't y'all love it?
I posted it on my wall, guys.
Close on your heart. Good.
Yeah, they asked me to have a social media handle for the radio show. I posted it.
Blueprint, right?
Blueprint.
Yeah, when it pushes it over there and stuff.
I posted it on
No shit, Sherlock feedback. Look, they going to the bathroom together, y'all. That's what y'all.
Maybe it's too close.
That wasn't mine. This one is. Now, you okay with it?
Need some water.
I'll play 2 songs. I gotta go back.
Okay.
I think let's start resting a little bit. We'll be right back, y'all.
We'll be back.
Might come back in real quick. We got another 2-hour break in a little bit. We're just gonna let Star chill out for a little bit. Might have to just be me and you. That is how we do. We flow. I'm back. Who's still there? I see my man Take Ryan. Let's look at up close. There's only one dude out there. All right. Okay, now we can do. Next option's gonna be fun. Real fun. All right, that was Janelle Monáe and the artist that we know as Prince. Rest in peace, my brother. You are missed. I'm back. This is your boy Division. I'm here with Tasty. She came through to bless us with some wonderful sustenance, as well as her talent on this mic and for talking. Just starts taking a slight break right now. So Tasty and myself are going to just tag team this next subject. And this again was another submission. And what my man wants to know, I just said it was a man. Is it possible to have a sex-only relationship? Tasty, my dear, tell the people.
I feel like you can, but you can't after a while. Because eventually people catch feelings. I don't care how many times people say they don't catch feelings. Someone, it doesn't matter which party is going to catch feelings.
Right. I'm with you. I agree. I don't see how it's possible. I don't think anybody just had sex.
Yeah, you share regardless of how you guys had sex or how the sex comes about. You're still sharing your soul, piece of you to someone. Your energy is going to someone. So, you give your energy so many times and they're pleasing you. When you're happy with something, you catch feelings for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if the sex is good, then you're happy with it, then you're going to catch feelings for it. Like, that's natural. I think, unfortunately, that's just something natural that happens.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree. I think it takes a special type of I don't give a damn to be able just to be free will. Like, no man can do it. Man can get one and keep going.
I mean, not necessarily, because a lot of men that claim they can do it still have some sort of feeling. Like when we talked about last week, when he's like, oh, I'm hurt, and then I take it out on someone else. Yeah, because you take your...
And then you was a bama for that one, Ben.
That's still a feeling, you know what I'm saying?
It is a feeling, and that's what I was trying to get across to him, that, what you're doing is you're doing what's called anger or pain transference, where you're giving the pain to someone else and trying to ease it on yourself. I tend to agree with you. I think that to even get to that point of doing that act, there's something that has to spark in you. Even one night stands, even smash joints, even boppers, rollers, whatever you want to call it, hoes, whores, whatever. There's always going to be some type of attraction. Even the primal attraction, I think the energy comes from the same place as your chi and whatever you want to call it, auras or whatever. There's something that got something magical with that. And when you do it again and again and again, I agree with you. It's more and more of the sharing. You're becoming more and more of the same individual. The beast with two backs, so to speak, from Shakespeare, for my literary scholars out there. So I don't think it's really possible. I don't think it's ever possible. I think it's just I call people sleeping together, or as some of you more crassly would say, fucking. I call that just a really bad relationship.
Yeah, it's a toxic relationship in the end, but I mean, everyone's gonna catch feelings.
Yes.
Sex is a feeling, it's an emotion, like it's something that you emotionally have to get into. Like you can sit there and say, oh, I'm just fucking, I'm fucking, I'm fucking. No, you're not just fucking. You're fucking because you're searching for something that's going to give you pleasure.
Exactly.
Sex is supposed to be pleasurable, so like
This is release. You're getting a release
you're
from this.
releasing your
This is not just a
endorphins.
nut.
Like, yeah, it's not a nut.
Yeah.
It's you're releasing.
You're getting some type of satisfaction, and you're lying to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And one person in that equation, both people care about the other person. Just one person holds the feeling
Yeah,
back.
because if both parties, I feel like, care about each other, because if they didn't, then why when you see the girl you fucking, why homeboy when he see the girl you fucking and they're not in a relationship,
Or
they
you get
just
mad
fucking.
when she with somebody
But
else.
you see her hanging out with somebody else. That's like with time and everything, the transference of everything. Like don't say that it's just sex.
Right.
When if you go out with someone, it's a problem. Or if you think someone's on that trail coach, you went on mysteriously, oh, let's hang out, let's go out, let's do this. No,
Right.
that's not the agreement we had. If you wanted to be just sex, then make that agreement and stay with that rule. But if it's not, if you know that eventually you're going to catch feelings, at that moment of catching the feelings, it needs to be discussed.
Right.
Because then you won't have people hurting people.
Exactly.
So, like, you have to discuss these things. Like, and I think that's another issue that we have. Like, we don't talk.
No.
Like, people think, oh, I'm just gonna fuck and I'm gonna keep fucking and then we're gonna just keep these. No, that's not how it works. And if we don't fuck, I'm gonna catch feelings or you gonna catch feelings, but at least I would need to know why you acting weird.
Right.
Because if I'm not on their level yet and I'm just thinking it's fucking, then no. But me considering your emotions is also me catching a feeling.
Ah, that's a point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a point. I see your point, and I agree with it.
So regardless, everyone's gonna catch a feeling.
Well, I think you just, when you don't want to say you're in a relationship, it's so you can keep your options open
But
and
if
see.
your options are, if that's the case, then you cannot have a double standard. You cannot say, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship, but I just want you to be fucking with me. Well, I only want you to take me serious.
Well, it's like
But
dudes. That's my main girl,
Yeah.
and I got my job
I
on
got
the
my
side.
brown side, but if your bottom bitch, if your main bitch goes out and has a good time, and that man genuinely shows her a good time, or that woman shows her a good time, you're gonna be upset because those feelings that you didn't discuss or that you thought were okay to like cover in front of whomever or whatever or whatever, they're gonna be pushed to the background. No one's gonna take you serious.
But the player in that equation is smart because what he does is he strums that competition.
Women do the same thing.
Oh yeah, they
Women do the same thing. They
absolutely.
string it along like it's
Notice I
nothing.
said player. I
Oh.
didn't say
Oh,
one
I
gender or the other.
I was like,
The
yeah,
player.
yeah, the player to the game, definitely, like men and women, they do it hand in hand, and that's still again the cycle going on
believe-
and hurts people.
I believe that it's a strange thing, but it's a way of not. It's funny because you think you're not putting your emotions out there, but you're actually putting more stress on your emotional well-being because by not creating boundaries or not just saying, hey, we're together, you're still getting mad just like anybody else in a relationship when there's improprieties or people step outside the bounds, out of their bounds or whatever. But yeah, I always found that funny. I always find that funny when dudes do that. I find that funny when women do that. It's like I said, it's just a dysfunctional relationship is what it is. You're still in a relationship. Y'all not just
That's why you
fucking.
got bitter baby mamas and bitter baby daddies.
Absolutely.
That's why you got bitter baby mamas and bitter baby daddies. They just
People just
someone
play the
needs
game.
to, like, even if you don't, if you're fucking and you're not at that level of consideration, at least be respectful to your sex relationship to say, hey, maybe we need to back
No
up.
one's gonna do that because the sex
Exactly,
might
because
stop.
the sex is gonna stop, and then you're gonna have to take responsibility. Like every action is a reaction. If you want to have just a fuck buddy, but your fuck buddy's catching feelings, and you don't want to have them feelings that they're having,
Right.
be respectful of that and give that person a chance to be happy with somewhere else, with someone that's ready to take their feelings into consideration.
Absolutely.
And then there's plenty of hoes out here. There's
Yes.
plenty of bitches and
There
plenty
are.
of niggas out here trying to.
Some listening.
Nigga doesn't have any color, sex, or creed with me. Just to clear that up real quick. No color with the word nigga.
You're
It's
just
ignorance is
ignorant.
ignorance.
You're just
Yeah,
ignorant.
But what I'm saying is like, you know, there's plenty of people out here that are with that shit or with the shits. They are with the shits.
They'll play the game with
They
you.
play the game all day. But one of y'all is gonna catch a feeling. The cycle is always gonna repeat itself.
And you're in competition to make the other one catch a
You're
feeling.
gonna get in competition. And indirectly, people are in competition with trying to make someone attached to them, even when it's not like what it's supposed to be. And that's crazy. Like, if you're not 100% into going further with someone, make it clear, talk about it, and then that way you
But
won't have
isn't
a
that
cycle
what
of
the whole thing is based on? That everybody lies to each other. I think we live a lie.
Yeah.
Like we'll live the lie. We know this is bullshit,
Yeah.
but it's easier to live the
Yeah,
lie.
people will like look at all these sad and lonely marriages and all these like there's a few like some people I know that are married and they are just married to be married.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, and unfortunately down south families and a lot of them know their husbands was having babies. Like I got a lot of aunts and uncles. Okay, so
Granddad was out
like
there.
you know,
Laying
it's
it
like
down.
that. You know what I'm saying? So like it's to me it's you gotta again with the cycle, you gotta break that cycle if you don't. It's all about communication. People do not know how to communicate. They don't know how to talk. They don't know how to just express. Not communicate. They don't know how to express.
Right.
They can't express these feelings that they have because they were never taught how to express it. If they just talk, then
Right.
people would understand it. Oh, we can just fuck. That's cool.
Some people are
Some
down
people
for
are
that shit,
down
like
for
you
the
said.
shits, yeah.
Stop lying to each other, y'all.
Yeah, just
y'all
because
y'all
it
are
feels
putting
good,
yourself through
oh,
grief.
She gives you gas money and she makes sure she eat or, you know what I'm saying, she makes sure that you got what you need or he makes sure that you got your nails done or your hair done. That's a benefit to you that you don't want to lose. A lot of people don't want to lose because these fucking relationships do have those things that,
They
like,
do.
and what that goes to the prostitution. Prostitution is technically legal because a lot of these bitches out here, but not a lot of these niggas are out here fucking for the next come up.
Y'all
What
got
are
the
you
credit
talking
card,
about?
you got the
You
credit
got
card
the
and you
credit
crunch.
card that you crunch, yes.
Yes.
That is, but prostitution technically it's been
Yes.
always been legal because in order for you to get the good, you gotta pay for the goose if you want to get the
Yes,
gander.
you do.
What you mean? You
Yeah.
gotta pay for it.
Look
You
at
ain't no
Tasty.
relationship out here
Look
that
at
it's no
Tasty.
marriage is anything like that. You are not in this without it being beneficial somewhere. And yes, love is always a big factor,
Right.
but unfortunately, with the way things are now, you have to be with someone to maintain and sustain in life.
Yeah,
So,
you can't be by yourself
yeah.
unless you're gonna not have all your dreams fulfilled. Or unless you're rich, which is rare.
right, which is
Which is rare. We
Rare.
trying to be rich.
trying to.
All of us, but we don't want to be rich so we can be alone.
No.
But I always find this whole dynamic, it astonishes me because, you know, that could be done by just having that conversation.
Yeah.
But sometimes people say that people are weird. That's all I can think of.
People
Because they
feel.
would say, be honest with me, then you're honest, you're too honest. You know,
Well,
be
you
nice
know-
to me. Oh, you're too nice.
You know why people I feel like people string people along because they are missing something and that other person is
Hurt
giving
people hurt
them
people.
that. They're giving them that good feeling of, oh, okay, well, I got someone in my corner, not to thinking that you're not even in their corner.
Right.
And then
Right.
the signs, sometimes yes, communication is not there, but sometimes the signs show that someone is feeling you past fucking because they'll buy you lunch, they'll call you and check on you throughout the day, they'll sit there and ask you how, like, make sure you have something that they know you're stressing about. They will consider you in some sort of way. So then, and that's another thing that people need to be aware, like, be aware of people, learn people, talk to people. I'm not afraid. I walked up to you out of the blue in the afternoon and just held a conversation. People need to learn how to
That's all you
learn people,
Take your
talk.
defenses down. Stop trying
Yeah.
to side carry people. Stop trying to be a bitch on the slide.
Yeah, stop being shaky.
And I'm talking to you dudes, too.
Yeah, dudes bitch a lot.
A lot.
Dudes
Y'all
bitch.
whine.
Oh, come on, Mom, why you won't let me be with you? You let girls. Yeah, because it's something that unfortunately I am just not for, okay? Shade.
And there's nothing wrong with you not being somebody's preference.
Yeah.
Because there are people out there who are not your preference.
Yeah, like you don't look good. Everyone
Choose
don't look good
civility.
to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody baby ain't cute. Not everybody looks good to everybody. Do you understand me?
That is another subject. Look, come, comment, talk, text, Call us. There's a phone around here somewhere.
Somewhere.
Tasty was on fire. And she's gonna be right back. We're gonna give y'all a couple songs. This first one is to say goodbye to summer. Second one is just fire. Actually, it's not fire, but it's a surprise for the girls. I found it, and they either gonna hate it, love it, or both. So, be back with us shortly. Blueprint Radio, Bedtime Stories. We the shit.
Where's my girl?
She over there sleeping. I'm gonna let her get her head together.
Yeah.
Look what you doing to my staff, man. See what you doing to my staff, though. This is
I come
crazy.
legit. I come legit.
Look what you doing to my staff.
I come legit.
And I'm fine. What is happening? I don't know. I want a Cheeto. You can't find these at the Walgreens. Jonte. You see, I'm smart. I do them slowly.
That's all there. I go slow.
I don't know why people are trying to get bent.
No, I think I pour a little too much.
And yours?
And hers. Well, no, they about the same amount. It was just a
Pour some more in. I'm taking that cup home. Oh, that cup going home with me.
There's a lot in there.
Oh, really? That cup going home with me. I'm serious. You have. I saw that from the first. I was like, you have, because it wasn't just talk. Like some people just, you talk and had, not only did you pay attention to what everyone was talking about, and you were actually having the back and forth conversation and not waiting for people to stop talking so you can continue with your point, but you had valid points that you brought to the table. I was telling you, this is, like what I see for y'all. She got mad at me because I named y'all show. And I was being funny, but it was kind of funny. I didn't send it to y'all, we still got to send it to y'all. But I had y'all logo. It was like, do you got VD? No? Then get that shit from us. The Vagina Dialogue.
That's gonna go
Like,
way south.
that shit is cool. Because people like VD. Don't you remember them like STD little ass? You got VD? No. Then get that shit from us. The Vagina Dialogue. Maybe we can make the bitch out too. That's what I'm trying to tell her. That shit just, you see what I'm saying? Yes, bro. Like, think about it. Like, look, if y'all saw that, do you have VD? No. Then get that shit from us. What? They got your VD for the Vagina Dialogue. The vagina. Let me see what Vagina's dialogue about. Hello. Period. Cramps. Men. Shoes. Shoe dazzle. Oh, that's me, Yizzle. What's up, Yizzle? Ready to come back? Where my star actually chilling? Taking a nap, bro. Taking a nap, bro. You chilling, Zizzle, my man. Nah, it's probably what do you think?
500 milligrams.
Damn, but
Those
all
are
of them.
personal stash. Yeah, someone got those.
Look at you, got me out the personal. Tasty got me feeling like she likes us. She's sharing personal stashes. I want to be nice, man. I want to go all the way down. Yeah. You know what this is? Stevie J and Faith. Stevie J and Faith. He was actually good. Stevie J sang like he yawning. I don't know what's wrong with him. He gotta stop yawning, y'all. That is the song? Got fire, yeah. Look, don't make you bump.
Yeah.
It take you back to like the 2000s.
The old
Yeah. I think that's what he was going for, which was cool. So that was like, yeah.
Faith then was, yeah. I love Faith.
I always like Faith. Mesmerize is one of my favorite songs. My favorite, though. That's my Get 'em Girl song. I be in the morning. You ready to, read Cosmos? It's crazy. Thank you for all the love. Thank you. T.M. Kittles. What's happening here? Crazy. So next up, we'll just open it up. That was a sexy after party, so that's technically I was gonna talk about Talk about ours. Erogenous zones. Fucking or making love. Different kind of cover. It's time for both. Head techniques. The tongue tornado. Like, I don't know, I want to kill this one. Your shit is good, I gotta beat you. I just got a guy, when I was trying to get your brother.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Wholesale, so I don't expect nobody to.
Yeah.
And then, you know, he calls it the flavor shot. They were like 6 of them. Redhead stranger.
The redhead is right.
Monster cookies. Crazy. Hey, baby. You still up? How's your back? Let me know how your back is. How's your back, baby? Kelly, do you think that when you spray a roach and it survives, when it gets back with the other roaches, it says, hey, y'all, they shooting outside? That's too wild. For real? Yes, for real. Yeah, I'm talking about. These our friends on this journey. Also friends on here. Y'all not even supposed to be listening. Y'all like 11. Yeah, this right. Still messed up, baby? Here we go. Stevie J. Wow. That was Stevie J and Faith. That song had a little flavor on it, Tasty. What you think?
That was good. I like that.
That song had a little flavor. What y'all think about Stevie J?
Stevie J and Faith.
Shout out to my baby at home with a hurt back.
Oh.
Put some lidocaine on it. Take some good drugs.
Take some good drugs. She likes to don't smoke.
I know. She got a pen.
There you go. Vape.
Get that pen.
Get the vape, babe.
That's crazy. That is crazy, y'all. We got an announcement for y'all next week, y'all. It'll be crazy. Shout out to Tosh Narsh. Tosh Narsh. What's up, baby? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tosh. That's my home girl. For real, we've been down like Pam and Martin for years. But yeah, y'all back with Blueprint Radio. I'm the Vision. Girl Tasty in the house. She is incapacitated, Just Star.
Hey.
Just Star is doing the Black Beatles challenge right now. In the chair.
Don't go for the girl.
That's my baby. No, that's my sister. Come on now. She left potato chips and everything.
That's everything.
It's wild.
Roll out.
I know y'all used to like 2,000 voices at one time. We had like 6 people on the show last week. So we had to bring it down a little bit. Shout out to Alan. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my people still hanging with us. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Instagram.
Facebook, shout out.
And y'all can still call in. We taking requests. We taking whatever you got to say. 844-498-2755. Oh my God. Whenever you open something, I get scared. Oh, that's real. Okay. I guess it's scared and excited. Tasty has all kinds of tasty treats for you. And you hit her Instagram, Tasty Treats.
She's your pure addiction.
She's your purity. Oh my goodness. Hold on, I got to bail myself on that one. Good God, I got to bail myself. Man, but please go to She's Your Pure Addiction. She got what you need. She got what you need, and it's worth every penny. You heard. So, Tasty. What are some of your erogenous zones? Erogenous. Now, for those of you who don't know what erogenous means, the parts of your body that when people touch them, get you excited. There you go.
Facebook Live too.
Yes, Facebook Live. We get real here. I'm gonna tell you mine, so you got to tell me yours.
Oh man. Every spot that I have a tattoo on except for my arms.
Jesus. So
Even
what's
with the
that?
arms, you know, I just lightly touch it.
Now, was that the reason why you got the tattoos on that particular area? Because so that also added to the
Like
plane.
the nap.
Okay.
My
Okay.
daughter, it's the nap. It's the nap.
Okay, and we know that everyone's different, fellas. This is not like when we were 12 and we were sitting around somebody's backyard talking about if you touch the girl right behind her neck, she's gonna instantly want to do it, dude.
Yeah,
No,
she's
everyone
right out.
is different. Yeah, everyone's. How many dudes try to touch you right here by where your bra clasps? Yeah, that was a rumor too. Yeah, it was all types of weird rumors when you were young. You ain't know no better. But what are some of your erogenous zones? You know, we've had several people comment. They said ears, back of the neck. Haven't heard elbow or knee yet, but the standards, the thighs, of course, nipples and things of that nature, and all that kind of stuff. Are there any freaky toe people out there?
Oh God,
Really? Oh, no? Yes or no?
that's not my thing.
Not your
Like,
thing.
yeah, no.
'Cause you know what happens
feet
down
are
there.
a no-go zone. Like, it's
Why?
just
Do you get a pet egg?
No, oh
Okay.
God, no. My feet stay done. Feet
Okay.
and nails are always done. But no.
So why
just
get a
the
man lick
feet
your toe?
are- Ew,
It's nasty.
no one can lick the toes. That's disgusting. Like, no. And then you don't want to kiss me. I wear socks. I work at an animal hospital. I work
Okay, tasting.
places.
Now I'm about to play devil's advocate. So from feet to lips are not okay, but from to lips are okay.
I'm comfortable with myself because I taste good.
So your feet might taste good. They might taste like strawberries. Or they could taste like cheese.
I
Or,
just have a thing with like feet. I don't like my
This is
feet
nasty.
really touched. Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
okay.
like my.
So no foot
I don't know.
massages.
I mean, I don't mind. I like giggle and. jump
I
when
got you.
get
I
my
got
feet
you. I got
done.
you. Okay.
I'm a highly ticklish person, so
Me
like.
too.
Yeah, so
Me too.
the messing with the feet, no. If someone said toes and feet, hell no. I'm like Eddie Murphy.
Touch my damn. Get your foot away from my mouth, yo.
Zach Crow.
I don't have a problem doing it, but I've run into that where people, a lot of people just feel funny about that. Like even first out the shower, like
I'm not even gonna lie, I truly miss talking to Oliver because his ass is hilarious. He always like,
is that Oliver's comment?
Oliver is my tattoo guy in
Okay.
South Carolina, Goose Creek, South Carolina.
Shout out to Goose
Oliver,
Creek Tattoos.
yeah. No, it's Oliver Pierre Tattoos in Goose Creek.
Oliver
South
Pierre
Carolina.
Tattoos. With every tattoo, you'll get some hog moths.
No, but you get some good conversation and some dope ass.
Go see my man if you're down. If you got
Man,
people
go
in South
see,
Carolina.
yeah, if you got folks
Yeah.
in South Carolina and Goose Creek,
And he's
Oliver Pierre.
reasonable, I'm sure.
Yep, he's very reasonable, and he works with you, and he's an amazing artist. Like,
I like that.
regardless, he's an amazing artist. Like, that's my man, 100 grand. Like, I love this song.
Yes.
My man, 100 grand. You know, like
Greatest
tattoos and
sex ever.
treats every now and then we do tattoos and treats. So yeah, Goose Creek is where you go.
Look out for that. Tattoos and treats. You can get a tattoo and get treated
Mm-hmm.
at the same time. Now, erogenous, that's weird for me. Like, it's weird because have your zones changed as you age?
As I've gotten older,
Don't touch that no more.
as I've gotten older, I have learned to explore my sexual
Okay.
limitations.
Really?
But
Okay. You heard that? She pushed the limit.
I mean,
Pushed it to the line, y'all.
Yeah.
You too.
You have to
Pushed
also
the line.
understand too, like you can't always, like you can't be a receiver. You gotta be a giver.
You gotta
So you
give,
gotta
too.
learn how to like. You gotta learn how to. He said, "Oh Lord, know the difference between young and mature." Yep, exactly.
Well, young is like rabbits. They just
Yeah,
trying
like
to get
you
to
know,
the
right?
deed.
You know, these little young ones. I don't think they really understand like the oh man I don't even know a word I can think of right now to explain it, but like the cosmic feeling of an orgasm and like how to accept it and how to give one, like you know, and how to, even if you can't give an orgasm, at least come close enough to it where they be like, well,
Get some help.
damn, let me find out.
Order-
Or something.
there's plenty of catalogs.
Yeah,
Order.
there's YouTube, Pornhub,
Yeah.
X and XX, like all kinds of porn
Spank
spots.
wire.
But you
Not that we
know,
go to that stuff.
bed spots, all kinds of shit. Hell, you want to learn how to ride? Yeah, look, ladies,
Yes.
take a stripper class, pole. Take a stripper pole class. Take a chair dancing class. You want to learn how to do some shit.
Get some apple cider
Learn.
vinegar.
Do not be afraid to learn how to have sex, because sex is fucking amazing.
And right beforehand, sit in the tub with apple cider vinegar
Oh
for 4
yes, make
days.
sure that birdie is. You cannot look. If a bitch ever come
Good.
to me with some nasty pussy, I'm telling you.
You just come from the water.
What?
Where you come from, girl?
Are we having hip hop chicken in here?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Mm-mm.
It smells like corn chip chitlins.
And understand too that sex isn't always in the bedroom.
No.
It's not always in the bedroom, and the sex doesn't always have to be necessarily we fucking. Like sexual attention is like
Y'all just get each other off real
yeah,
quick.
like you can just like you don't have to fuck. You can put touch something.
I think a lot of people, I think most people
Explore.
are very reserved when it comes to that. I think because the ideals, or maybe because of something somebody said to them at some point, or because something that might have happened, people tend to get very, 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 well, I gotta get on camera, I gave my camera time. Hey. But people get, I think, nervous about it, about expressing themselves.
And again, that's what something that we weren't ever taught. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people when they got older, they didn't think to go explore different things. They just thought, you know, doggy style and missionary was always the thing. No, like explore. Even if it seems weird, BDSM, bondage, anything like that, explore it. You can't say you don't
You don't know
like
you don't
something
like it if you
yeah,
ain't
until
done
you
it.
ain't tried it. You gotta try. You gotta try something
But-
in order to say you don't like it.
You know what, Tasty? It starts with a conversation. What we
Exactly.
always stress, communication.
Exactly.
Say what you like, even if it's weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of miserable marriages because they don't want to talk about, even with men, anything sexual between a man and a woman is not considered homosexual. So, like, if you want her to
No homo.
no homo. But if you want her to fiddle your butt, then that goddamn it, you let her fiddle your butt and you bust a nut. But if you like your nipples flicked with a feather, then by all means, we could feather flick them nipples all day.
Are y'all listening to that?
Like, explore your sexuality. You have to explore your sexuality in order to accept your sexuality.
Absolutely.
You know why there are a lot of confident big people or little people? Because they accept their sexuality and they know what they can do regardless. So, like, explore your sexuality. Don't be closed-minded, because a closed mouth don't get fed.
Right.
And that's in all aspects of life.
Well, I think that kind of piggybacks off what we talked about earlier, which was people who get into these sexual relationships and they're not thinking about the gratification of the other person. Like, if you get yours, you alright, but you know what I mean? You better hurry up before I get mine.
And that's another thing. Don't be selfish.
Hold on. Shout out to the infamous Ebo. He said, we don't put our innermost feelings out to another when most of the people we have trusted have broken that trust. You have a point, people, with what we're talking about sometimes, is if you're with that person, it's about your gratification too. So in holding that, no butt play, people, we with you. But it's about your gratification. We're not talking about putting your feelings out of your innermost, but what gratifies you, that's not an innermost feeling. That's who you are. That's in your chemical makeup. That's what makes you feel good. That's what makes you orgasm. That's what makes you have that magical experience and allow your energy to be released and transferred into that other person, and you create an energy connection with that person. Everyone has had that at some point, and if you haven't, you can have it, but you have to communicate that to the other person. Let that person know. A lot of us are mad at our significant others because they're not doing something that we
Yes.
haven't told them
You
to
have
do.
to speak up.
Right.
If you have a sexual request and you
So I have to take mine?
yeah, you have to express that.
You have to tell people.
Zach said sexual chemistry isn't just physical, it's mental and spiritual.
Absolutely.
Folks can't combine the three. There are damn weak, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but like sex is,
It should be a combination of the three, and it can be up front, obviously, because people are nervous.
people are nervous.
I'm nervous when I first,
Yeah, I'm nervous too. Like everyone, and naturally everyone's nervous because you don't know. Like I think it's more of the not knowing of the level of pleasure that you are in. And a lot, unfortunately, some people are disappointed with the level of pleasure that they get because they don't say, "Hey,
You haven't said,
this is
do
what
this
I
to
like
get me
to do."
on.
Right, and I mean, drunk sex, okay,
okay, you can't really include drunk sex because it's just like, all right, I'm gonna take these clothes off, even if these clothes don't make it, something is getting stuck somewhere. Like, you know, so like, so you know, it's just like I feel like in order to have a healthy, because I feel like sex honestly is a part of a healthy life. Unfortunately, I'm drought out this motherfucker.
Y'all hear this now.
It's a drought out this bitch, but I still
That
remain.
sucks when it's a drought going on.
But you gotta also like I've become like
You
more
don't know
into
what
the
y'all
art
missing?
of masturbation. Like I'm learning it and everything.
Hey, get
Like 'cause
yourself
I
off.
never really went. Yeah, you like sometimes and that don't be afraid to touch yourself because you're not gonna love how you want somebody else to touch you
That's right.
until you touch yourself. And I am learning
Get a
that.
large bottle of baby oil.
You don't really gotta look. The pussy shouldn't be dry.
No.
Okay.
No.
The pussy shouldn't be dry.
No.
You got to touch and feel out and like you just communication. People gotta talk in order to learn. And if you're not willing to learn, just give it up.
People's got a question for you.
So unless you're game immaculate, how are you supposed to tell your significant other that your fantasy is to have another person in bed with y'all? Whoa! Coming in with the question, baby. All right, 3-pointer. Take round. I expect one from you, buddy.
That's when you have to be comfortable with your partner. You and your partner have to have that level of respect and loyalty and trust in your relationship before you can even think about bringing another person into your sex
True.
life. You can't, if your shit ain't right, how you gonna try to fuck somebody else if you ain't right?
It's true.
If you can't bring, and then don't think a threesome is gonna help your relationship because if you got trouble before, you think adding another person not gonna add that trouble?
And Tasty is the lady, so she about to tell you. If you throw that card out there early and she bite, it's not you, brother. It's not you.
No, look, none of that. No, don't introduce a threesome unless you know if you're asking that question, then that means you're not secure in your relationship.
Right.
You need to be secure in your relationship in order to know that that's a question that you can ask.
Right. I mean, you just
And then
ask.
you have to be like, you can't just be I'm gonna ask for a threesome, but I done been caught cheating 3-4 times this year.
Yeah, that's not
like,
gonna
bro,
work.
that's not.
Yeah.
She gonna probably try to stab you. Hot oil, don't eat nothing.
Yeah.
Don't eat nothing. Don't drink nothing.
Yeah.
If you didn't buy
Don't
it,
wear
don't
your
touch
drawers.
it. Don't touch it.
The ground glass in
And
your
even
keyhole.
with females, baby girls, please, somebody face me. Baby girls, you do not have to give him a threesome because you feel it's going to save your relationship and give you more spunk in your relationship. Your relationship was shit before, it's going to be shit now with a threesome in it. Like, what are you adding another problem to your relationship? That shit, he want a different bitch? Go get a wig.
Damn.
Go get a wig. And I don't even wear wigs. You want a different bitch? Go get a wig. If your relationship is shitty, don't
I need a DJ coupon.
Don't include,
Wisdom.
please don't include no other person in it. You have to be a great relationship and secure with each other to add someone else. You cannot add someone else if you do not secure your relationship. And unfortunately, a lot of people that add threesomes or have threesomes are not secure in their relationship.
Absolutely.
This is I'm saving my relationship, or I'm really wanting to cheat, but let me bring this bitch in here right now.
Absolutely.
Or this dude, or however. It's not just men, not just women, and dudes. If she offer you a threesome,
Most dudes gonna take it.
I know y'all
Most
gonna take it,
dudes
but you
gonna take
need to think about why.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
unfortunately, we take a lot of y'all girls.
yeah, that's what she wants. She got
We
somebody.
take a lot of y'all girls. Sometimes y'all homegirls, sometimes y'all girlfriends, homegirls, they just y'all homegirls. So stop.
They blind.
Understand that the game y'all playing, we playing it too.
Tay Grind said true.
We playing it too.
Oh, Peebo said he like you.
Yeah, shit, honey, if you, she got, regardless of whether and then there's a lot of things that a lot of men mistake too, that they think that a lot of these women are interested in women that look like studs, and that's not the case, because a lot of married women find me interesting.
There you go. We had them in the DMs. We had them in the DMs.
So yeah, no, it's not, that's
I think
not
the whole
good.
stud film, that whole dynamic, you know what I mean? I think that's a
It's sad that the only community that already had outside of racism and
Mm.
sexism. What is it called? Women don't like, yeah.
Homoeroticism.
Homophobia.
Homophobia.
Homophobia is also a thing. So why in the community do you have to keep, oh, she's not a stud or she's not a femme, or why does the definition of the label that we choose have to depict on what it really is? There are women that are studs that have babies because they want children, they're still women.
Mhm.
There are women that are femmes that don't have kids because they just don't want none.
Right.
So you can't say, oh, because she dresses like this, she shouldn't have a woman. She's still a woman. She shouldn't.
I don't
have
think you should tell anybody what they should
what they
have,
shouldn't
period.
do. Yeah, like
I do
I
think,
feel
though-
like it's that right there. That topic is such a controversy. In
It
the
is,
community.
because some people say it's just an amalgamation of female-male relationship, kind of like the bottoms and the tops in
Yeah,
gay
this is what the gay
relationships.
relationship.
And why
then
can't it
these
just be
new
two men together do whatever,
these
two
new
women together?
classifications, pansexual and all this other stuff. This is just honestly some freaky shit that, like I just said, some shit that they should have talked about,
Yeah.
and they would have had polygamy. Talk about it. That's something that's not new. That's been going on. It's just something now people are starting to talk about it.
Right.
No, none of these are new. This classification in the lesbian community is just ridiculous. Like, the hate sometimes is so real, and we got enough. We got enough.
Yeah.
We
but-
got enough. But honestly,
weird because-
just like within the black community, within the Haitian, within the Spanish community, everyone has a classification or a group that they want to dislike, and
Right.
we already have enough. Like,
Yeah, we don't need no
just
more.
have sex, fuck,
That's it.
go fuck.
That's
Be
it.
happy fucking, explore your sexual,
Y'all hear that?
everything.
What we need y'all doing.
Yeah, just do it. Like, and if you're not into it for a whole other emotional thing, make it clear.
I'm just here
Say
to,
it.
I'm here to beat and ski.
That's it. I'm here, look, I
That's
like
the
you, you know what
topic
I'm
of the
saying?
day.
I like hanging out with you, or, you just, I don't want to keep having sex with these different people until I'm ready to blah, blah, blah. Okay, some people, not bitches, some people are down for that. They are with the shits, regardless male or female.
Good.
Gay or straight, they're with the shits.
They are with that.
But you have the people that genuinely are looking for love, and they're looking for a relationship and that substance. They don't want to keep transferring of souls, because you keep giving somebody a little bit of your soul. How much soul are you gonna have left for yourself?
There's nothing left. Nothing left.
There's so many people out here just passing out their soul. I love my soul. That's why I go with forever without fucking.
I mean, sometimes it gotta be that way. If it
And
can't be the
you
real
can't-
thing, why
you
not
can't-
have it?
Because you can, and also you
Why
can't
have
just be giving your goodies to everybody, because not everybody is good for you.
Everybody is supposed to have it.
Mm.
You got to, you might have some
and it's
evil
okay
on
to
you.
be, and then also tell people when you're disappointed in their sex. Stop letting these people walk around here thinking their shit's the bomb. It's like, please stop letting people walk around here thinking their sex is all that. And then they get with the next person and that shit be whack. Ain't nobody trying to deal with that. Nobody want to keep hearing
Each
that.
one, teach
But
one.
teach somebody.
Those
It's
are our
okay
2
to
words of
teach.
the day.
If you know some freaky shit and you like some freaky shit,
Show
teach
that
them
person.
your freaky shit,
No,
because they
because
can take it.
People don't want to teach nobody that because they don't want you to get that to the next
So
person.
what? It happens. You
That's
can't
territorialism
say, it's
according to Star.
territorialism, but still, it happens. You can't learn and you can't explore it and you can't accept it if you don't teach it.
So each one, y'all hear that? Each one of y'all teach the other one something free.
Mhm.
And Beat and Ski
And
2018.
understand that sex is not a dirty word.
There it is.
It's not. Sex is not a dirty word.
Man, Tasty, you have been an absolute pleasure today. Thank you for pulling up the Iron Man with me. We had some sickness, we had some people out handling business, we had all kinds of things, but we did it again. We had a lot of y'all with us. We appreciate you again. I'm gonna say it again. Shout out to Bernard Thompson, shout out to Paul Bowen, aka the infamous Peebo. Shout out to my man Tate Ryan, shout out to Kelly. Shout out to all the people on Instagram, and shout out to all the people on YouTube. And you people that are on NLGradio.com, we love you.
Thank you guys.
All right, we will be back again next week. We have a huge announcement. And we want you right here to hear it. Once again, shout out to DJ Next Level for making this all possible. And come in the comments, let us know what you think. Email us, WeTheShTalkRadio@gmail. Tasty treats, and shout out all your social media now for me.
So I don't want to give my Facebook out because that's one of
No, y'all ain't getting that.
So my Instagram is She's Your Pure Addiction. You can find me there, or under Patrice Boston. That's not my other last name, so don't look for me.
There you go. We do this.
You guys can also text me on my if you want to place an order or you need to know anything. You guys can text me. Oh wait.
What was it? I didn't get that one.
Go ahead.
That's the battle line.
You guys can text me. My bad, I should have been reading. 202-649-0943.
Let's take I-495 north.
Ain't going 495 north.
495 north.
We going south, so there. Yeah.
But yeah, so
Hit her up. She got what
hit
she
me
need.
up. Just hit me up or whatever. Place
she'll
your
meet you.
order and I'll come and see you.
There it is. Well, I'm your boy Division for Tasty, for Just Star, for Exclusive Coupe, for Lee Ice, and for Royal Cash. It's been another hot one. We appreciate you being here with us. We love you. It's gonna be a long week, but we're gonna see you next week. Happy Labor Day to everybody.
Ooh, I'm off on Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh. So happy Labor Day. Get that last minute barbecue in. Shout out to Sydney Barber. Live mixtape coming soon. We love you all. Peace.
See ya.
Hair grease. And I hope some of y'all from the Middle East. Blueprint Radio. It's ladies, man.
See ya.
What can I say?
ya.
That was excellent. All right, y'all. Peace. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Damn. All right, Instagram, whoever you are live, I'll see you later.